from what?
Did you already take the picture without telling me?
I think I did. I tried to.
Going live.
Wait. What?
We're live.
You're live.
Again? I just flip.
Off flip.
Broke my line again.
Don't say flip.
Say
Oh, no.
fudge.
Yes, you just say fudge. Fudge. I didn't say fudge. I said the real word. The real F word in front of my father.
I wonder if flesh would be another weird way to take it from a kid.
Okay, so
Oh, flesh!
What? Subway, eat flesh. What? I mean,
there we go.
turkey, chicken, and pig flesh, yes. And the occasional roast beef.
So what are we gonna be doing right now?
Apparently, we're going to train all the way through the church and Our party is way too small for final boss.
What the hell?
We need everybody to be. We need everybody.
So
We need
my stomach's
every-
finally telling me
we
ramen
need-
is not a good food.
Ramen? Depends on what you're putting in your ramen.
We
And
need
how much
ramen.
like ramen your shit looks like ramen.
We need
Mostly
every
gas.
defeated to join our party.
Mostly gas.
Oh,
But
yeah.
We need
Ramen's-
every defeated to
ramen
join
noodle,
our party.
like the cup of noodle, broken down, cooked it. Then I cooked an egg, threw it on top of the ramen. That's been like my last 2 meals.
Dave, I'm
So
gonna
sunny
roll
side
dice.
up egg inside of the ramen.
Roll dice. Roll dice.
Guy's the only one who survived.
Wow. Yes.
The point of these guys were you're supposed to.
Alright, so
Oh.
you guys
Come
are
on,
going to
alright,
the
yeah.
church now, right?
Oh yeah.
Those of us that are awake.
Oh
To go
yeah.
train about and heal yourself and
Yeah. Right.
Harry drop and do
There we go.
real quick.
Everybody's in church. Guardian.
Do we drop and stir and let's wait for foam or what?
Bring to a boil.
No, not a boil. We don't want to disintegrate it. We
Hey,
want it
we
into
want-
a foam.
We want the fluid to generally to become an even consistency.
So foam up.
At what can we pour it into the mold? I'm talking gelatin.
I should probably take this way because it's storming now.
As soon as you guys all enter the church and they take you to the wellspring,
And we roll her unconscious body, and my unconscious body, and that unconscious body, and all into the fucking pit.
And them off.
Oh
Everybody
wait.
take a nap for 2 hours in this awkward red water.
Wow. The guardian won't stand up anymore.
you gotta spread
There.
his
He's kind of sitting now.
legs a bit.
He's kind of
Probably.
sitting now. He kind of looks like he has 3 legs and he's about to just pow gone. He kind of looks like he's about to just go pow gone.
I thought that was a can opening.
Trying to deflate him a little. My medicine wore off. He didn't take it till almost noon. I figured it would last a little bit longer, but we switched him from Vyvanse to Adderall. And his Adderall lasts just most of the school day.
Mm.
Like his teacher was like, yeah, his medicine starts to wear off. About 1:30, almost 2 o'clock.
Mhm.
Starts to.
That medicine did nothing for me.
Adderall? Or Vyvanse?
Both.
Let's say. Vyvanse was
Like I literally stopped taking
Wait, it's
it.
still
a
up.
meal suppressant.
There we go. Everybody's in church.
Stopped taking it. And they
Everybody's in
didn't
church.
notice a difference for like 2 months, and then they realized that the pills were still on the
In the
table.
bottle.
I got
Yeah.
everybody out of church.
That's when they realized that this isn't working. So they tried double telling me to take 2 of the tablets instead of 1. I'm
It
like,
shouldn't be 2. It should be you take a half dose.
Okay.
Because
It was-
Vyvanse is
Ridiculous.
it was
Stimulant.
a
super
white and blue cap pill,
Come talk real quick.
but I'm like, it didn't work on me, and I'm like, I just stopped taking
Okay,
it
right, anything right.
because I couldn't at first just swallow the pills, so they mixed with the applesauce and all that. I'm like, that's apple.
That is a weird taste. What are you doing?
I'm trying to read church.
Don't. You're gonna dry out the pen.
I'm trying to read
Chill out, man.
That's what y'all said Batman earlier.
You're okay, anyone. Excuse you.
Because he was talking about
Because I'm not wearing baseball pads.
Okay.
because the Dane was talking about the final boss and he was like, we gotta kill the final boss. He was like, if we kill him, we can't question him. And they were like, that's very Batman-y.
Where's the Joker?
I am the Joker!
Yeah, I heard that's the best voice you
No,
can do.
I mean this guy.
I love that.
I mean this
The
guy.
Guardian.
The Guardian. We're gonna question the Guardian and
How
the
did he fit in the church.
Why don't? Okay, fine. Get your guard.
Not actual Transformer here.
Be close
Just
guard,
bigger
you're
than you.
stronger, though.
If he's bigger than me, I'm like 6 foot.
Is he bigger than Vince? That's the important question.
Yes.
Yeah, Vince kind of, we had to butter him up to get him into the doorway.
Cover him in chicken grease and slide him through.
Not if he Bowser drove his way in.
See the doorway? There's like
Have you seen it?
there's just like 2 indents in the doorway now. Like your door is now friendly to all kinds.
All right. So the Guardian's been revived. You guys have kind of been put in the vat. Just
Are we full healed?
yes, you guys go back to your full health.
I can't tell if he's wearing a scarf or if he's made the face.
That's a scar.
Okay. I feel
Because I saw the drapes on the side. I was like, that's gotta be a scarf. Yours? The way the beak is formed right there. I was like, either he's got a really big Jewish nose, or he's wearing a scarf over his beak.
Boy, all the stilting and stuff.
At least I didn't throw Ninja of this. No.
Right?
That's hers.
for Greninja. I mean for Ninja. Whatever it's called.
Greninja.
Yeah, Greninja.
My only comment is how much water does he surrounding him due to the fact that doesn't dry out?
What?
For Ninja.
Oh, his tongue?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If that stays like that, how much water is surrounding him?
There's no telling. Pokemon logic.
Enough.
I mean, Magikarp survives outside of water.
Magikarp can survive just about anything, except for being bisected.
It's the
Right.
cockroach freaking fish.
With the potential to become one of the most powerful Pokemon of the original 150.
Yeah.
The only other non-dragon dragon type that was stronger than him was Charizard, and that's because Charizard's a starter. Camp starter bonus.
And triple evolution.
Well,
I forget what the multiplier is every time they evolve, but it's pretty good.
there's bonuses that you get for not evolving too, but I don't remember. It's
Like my
you learn
level
moves
60
faster.
Aeron.
Yeah, you need to learn moves faster.
Yeah, they hated that. Jade hated it. I had a level 60 Aeron, like base, and a new Aerial Ace. And it had heavy metal, so it was double plate. So you
Usually
had
better for type coverage too. If
So
you
you
were
had
able to-
600 pounds of Aerial Ace at you. And you're like, you need to level that up. I'm like, before I deleted the game, I'd give him 2 candies. And I'm like, hey, Meg. And I'm like, you told me I needed to level him up. Well,
I powered him up. How's that?
then my Typhlosion
Yeah.
that can take 3 Hydro Blasts and still have more than half his life.
I still don't understand that.
I still have them, by the way. I have 2 of them.
Or you have that raincoat on him or whatever.
No, I have leftovers.
I straight up
Oh.
super trained the fucking Blastoise, and it could not take the thing down.
And he has Psychic Move.
He just had HP for fucking days.
Then he asked me my defense. I'm like, oh yeah, here, the little
I was
chart.
like, why is a Typhlosion taking a water type attack like a fucking Chansey?
Boom! Come at me, brothers!
I have a
Leftover.
level 100 Blastoise. Well, I got rid of the Blastoise fight on
Oh
accident.
yeah. The reason why I asked you if you had that is I was gonna trade in one of my games, and all my stuff is on my X file.
Yeah.
Hallie Mandel's on there too. Shiny Arceus.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
How do you have a shiny Arceus?
I don't. Alex bought a game from someone that Omega Sapphire, and he wonder traded constantly,
Somebody got that as
and
their
he got it,
Arceus,
and it
I
was
guess.
named Hallie Mandel. He also,
Somebody really likes the voice.
so he has like all. I have
talent.
I don't remember what he was on. That's a
American
good
Got
deal.
Talent.
That too.
But so Shiny Arceus, Shiny Rayquaza, Mega Rayquaza, and some other ones, and they're all my
Latios,
Xbox.
Latios.
And Delphox is on there too, Shiny, and its name is Foxy Grandpa. I have
it because he's all silver.
no, it's
Is he
black.
not? Oh,
Okay. So you guys have basically defeated Hieromat, and basically with hits fall, you hear big scream from the Guardian. We're gonna say that you that were unconscious were all dragged to the church, and you still had enough to see this happen. The Guardian basically
I was just
rages.
asleep.
Huh?
I was just asleep.
Yeah.
Wake the fuck up.
The Guardian comes out, fucking starts flattening out the Zeals that are kind of toward the church, toward this floor, and you see the errands come out, and everything is basically around the church at this point.
Is that the
The
guy
guard-
we carried?
What?
Is that the
Yeah.
guy we carried from last time?
Yeah.
Is that why it took both of us?
Yeah, he's bigger now. I figured he inflated.
He's been sitting in that water for like a month now.
Oh, no, it's only been. Oh, yeah. Only about 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, he's been sitting in that water.
Just been drinking it up.
Stuffing things.
Stuff and drunk.
I think he's missing a partner.
It's alright.
I think you're supposed to flip it.
What?
Whatever. The tail. You flip the tail and it clips in like that.
It's supposed to be a weapon.
Oh. That makes a lot more sense.
So that's why I didn't. That's why it wouldn't work. So the Guardian does have a sword, right?
He does now.
He does now. Alright, so he came out there, he just flattened out most of the battlefield. The Forsaken and the Errants are kind of doing their
Basically,
thing
after the 1d50. That's what you're saying.
It's strong. As that happened, you guys all kind of feel a synergy about you to where now you can have at least 2 trances active at once.
I mean, like you
I
originally said.
have the power.
Like I originally said, but it's not restricted to floor now.
But now. Well, because originally it was you can have 2 trances active at a time. But the third one, it knocks the other person out.
Yeah. Then
And then he was like, wait a minute, hold on, that's a little strong.
especially in auto floor.
Where's
Well, now
this
it's back.
battle?
Now
Not-
that
not for a while.
restriction isn't upon you because you don't have to deal with Hieromat or the power of Shalf. You guys have taken your bodies. You guys have done things to regain that.
I kind of just piled up like who has what, who needs what guys.
So you guys have done that. The Guardian looks back towards the direction real quick, kind of gives you that subtle nod, and then just fucking skyrockets through the fucking wall and goes somewhere else.
Like the hole we already made or an actual another wall.
Like
Another wall.
Hey, Kool-Aid man.
Hey!
Pow!
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. There we go. Pow.
You have the white dice.
Those are the ones that my character stays in.
Oh, the white's are right here.
So he's one punch
Here,
man.
here, rocket ship, rocket ship. Wow, he went through 24 floors. Let's wait. Great.
That's right when you go through 21, huh?
So for now, you kind of feel like you were left hanging on that front. But
You
Astrid
got all
is,
that work to bring him back, and then he just fucking leaves.
you guys do.
Mind you, he did finish the war, most of it for us.
Yeah, the Zeals are still up there. You just separated it from the church. They can now set up a base of operations.
The defensive line.
And basically, Magnus at this point comes to you and he's like, we can hold this position now, definitely, but this isn't going to be over until we take out Abel.
So what you're telling me, Abel. So what you're telling me is we need to look up those D&D 5.8 siege rules of war conflict. Wage an actual battle.
By
That
the
makes
time
sense.
until everyone else is here.
Well, help our fighters all the way to the end. That way they can all help us fight the god and just get one shot at all of them. Doo-doo.
Well, you know what a Scrabble do a railgun attack. I'm pretty sure Tyler will nerf that instantly.
Whatever.
Hey, Daddy, you don't get one
No,
left.
did we not tell you? I never tell you what a
Yeah,
peasant
one left.
railgun. Yeah,
Daddy,
peasant railgun is.
at the end
All right.
of it, you
I'm gonna use us to demonstrate what a peasant railgun is, Tyler.
Straight line. Keep shooting far more.
You approach the shrine where Shalva
Okay, Tyler. Here's our enemy. I pick up a rock and tell the NPC pass it on. They pass it on because it's a free action to pass something.
Mhm.
All the way to the guy's gonna throw it. How fast did that go?
That's a free action. You can do anything with a free action. I'll try it in a second.
So this thing I handed him to throw just moved from point A to point B within 0.1 seconds. How fast did that hit that monster?
I'll use that rock. Everybody just has to pass the strength check.
Not
Yeah,
even
from
that.
the rock.
It's just
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, so we're gonna
Eight
Railgun
times
Vincent. And he's gonna radiant smite as he comes in. Oh yeah, the horse is doing this.
What are you doing?
Move your elbows. Thank you.
Oh, are you playing the table?
This is how I assume the final boss fight's gonna go.
Well,
Why would she be over there? Unless she's
because she
there.
was in the church.
You approach the temple where Shavalrek is. Shavalrek.
It's not Castle Crashers. The mighty dragon doesn't bear a puppet.
fucking pit people.
I mean, we'll giant boss instead of fighting a humanoid-sized creature.
Oh, Horatio, humble blueberry farm.
Oh, you oh.
She grabs a rock. Pow, 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 pow.
Horatio
pow, pow, pow.
dies.
They just
I
pow,
said
pow, pow, pow.
Horatio dies. I still can't get over the freaking T-Rex on the glass of the with the flower. What? The T-Rex.
Nope, if I try too hard, it's gonna be it.
Whoo!
Okay,
Apologies.
No, mine just went straight up.
that's
It was the exact same as the one from before. That's how I knew that one
Tyler.
was.
What? What do you mean?
This.
You just want to continue so you can kill things.
Yeah.
Nice to play the game.
All right. So, like I said, you feel the power of the trances.
So what is she
More
doing
active.
this now?
What?
The girl that we pulled from the
Astrid.
The whole
Question.
thing, the whole point of our adventure here was saving Astrid.
you know, in the very beginning we could have constantly accidentally saved her and fucked up the whole story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, would it have? If we had saved her in the beginning, would it have foregone all of the defeat the Guardians?
Metagame real fast.
I mean,
if
that means
we-
you would have had to find the custodian before reaching the second floor. And then
Custodian
go to the
chased us
radiant
up
tree.
there.
Custodian, we've been around the custodian since the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't see him till the second floor. You saw Neverbeast at the beginning, but not the custodian.
Yeah, but the custodian was in the same room as the circle.
When we first showed up, when we first came to the temple from the village, we ran past the custodian, past the blessed circle.
And we ran from it into the church.
The very first game?
Second game.
Okay, the second game, yeah.
Is
If
that
you would have figured out how, like, what it did and how it worked.
how badly would that fuck you up though? What we were trying to figure out.
Yeah, how much of the game would it have bypassed?
I could have improvised it, but it probably would have taken me a little while.
I'd probably like take a 10-minute break. I'll be right back. Question is, would we have been strong enough to do that?
It was just strength checks and a smite. Radiant
Two
smite.
smites.
Radiant smite. Yeah. To
But
actually
no,
catch
no,
it.
I
no,
don't
would
think
be
it
level
was
eight.
set up with rating. I think it was just the total damage dealt.
He was
Yeah,
in
we
divine
wouldn't be at our
smite,
level.
so that was his base level.
But the longer we've been taking, I'm assuming the more powerful Shaval Rek has supposedly been becoming. Because as we've been defeating the Guardians, where has all that excess power been going? Sure, we're unlocking his chains, but we're also unlocking his chains.
I mean, I mean the dark energy from the you mean the dark energy from the Guardian is going into
Yeah,
Shovel
this
Knight.
isn't Breath of the Wild. Defeating the Guardians doesn't make the final boss weaker, it makes him stronger.
Dun, dun, dun.
Never played it yet, and I don't own it on my Switch.
Okay.
How do you, it's the only reason to buy a Switch.
All right, first statement. The game I got.
So we're gonna go ahead and do this for now. Are you? Do you want to keep Vince with you?
I'm decent
Or-
with it.
Okay.
The only thing I don't know is guys blank shit.
Okay.
I can understand Vincent's first page well enough to use all his smites.
Like I said, Guy will probably be here for the third fight, which is fine.
The only thing I don't know is Vincent's spell level. How many spells he has.
Should be on that other page. There should be a number next to each spell slot. I already need to look.
That's Vince.
Bastion.
But yeah, the only reason I got a Switch was to get the World Ends With You and Monster Hunter. And the World Ends With You came out like a week ago, and I don't know it yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me about that.
And Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But
Branding smite. Why did he use branding smite?
which one's that?
Like his level 2.
That's middle card. The next time you strike a foe, it takes an extra d20 or extra d2, 2d6 of radiant damage, and one. No,
The next time it takes a hit, doesn't matter who hits it next.
So who's getting?
yeah.
So who's getting who?
So basically, it takes light damage, and a little ball of light has appeared. Is what's written down basically.
I
A dim light.
So like I said, Rowan and Magnus.
Healing word. He gets healing word.
wait a minute. You guys said that you guys don't have a barbarian, right?
What?
You guys don't have a barbarian, right?
Not counting.
Huh?
You don't want to be a barbarian. There's a bit more to being a barbarian than there is to being a fighter. That
Just a
barbarian got complicated after 3.5 with their fucking what?
Most of the
Rage.
rage shit.
Their rage is being considered a separate mode of combat.
Mhm.
So how much
Alright.
XP did we get for that?
Enough.
Level up.
No. This won't be-
Hey, minor god. Come on.
Come on, guys. Come out here. No.
I
Okay.
put myself on 100 HP.
Hmm.
Anything I could do from them? My collection of. Oh yeah. Oh wait, you said Haramat crumble.
Huh?
Did I collect Haramat's wings? Add to my collection.
Yeah, you want to go get the thing too?
Go ahead.
His plate
This
for the shadows? Yeah.
Jill.
Can I cook the fire?
What?
Can I get the fire from the?
This is an ongoing joke.
Can I cook fire in a jar and then keep it forever? Can I?
He's
That's
talking
what he
about
said.
That's on his Facebook.
Legend of Zelda.
Can I cook fire and then keep it in a bottle?
So
Yeah, you can on fire. Ocarina of Time.
I get it.
No, I'm talking about in the gigantic fire. It's
No,
fire.
As
it's
soon as there's
work
something
like that.
for me, but there's probably not.
Okay,
I'm
what can I cook from it?
tempted.
What can I collect from it?
Yes, what did the fire pull off of this? The fighter pull from
Did I
this?
give him anything special with the sword last game?
Technically, you
made
did.
it a plus what? +6 instead of a plus.
You gave it where he tied a stick to it. Corbin originally tied a stick to it.
No, you made it a D10 instead of a D6.
Wait a
It
minute,
gave it
I
a strength
realized.
bonus.
I just realized. If he has fire horns, then I can take the fire horn and make a sword out of it, and make a fire sword.
No, you don't have enough time to do that.
I already have magic hand. What can I gain from this?
And what is there anything I can get from this at all?
We'll just say that your sword now counts as magic.
I have magic hands. What can I gain? From
Wow.
That's Cassie's magic hands, so stop asking for bonuses.
So a magic sword. Does that mean that actually?
It just means it counts as a magic weapon.
It does. It no longer.
If anything is resistance to magic, if it gets hit by your sword, it's not resistant to it.
Or anything that's resistant to piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning. It is no longer resistant to your weapon because your weapon strikes with magic damage.
Yeah.
Or if anything's weak to magic.
What?
you
Monkey,
can-
monkey, what? I mean, at this point, go ahead and make your on-hand a D8.
Well, on hand D8.
Instead of rolling 2d6, I'll roll d8, d6.
So all of us. All of us.
You know what I forgot to calculate for?
What?
That one crit that I did, I didn't calculate for my vampire. My mod for my dagger.
Oh, damn.
An extra D8 of necrotic damage and heal myself for half damage dealt. Shit.
Could have avoided
I
knocking
could have been at
yourself
full
out.
health. You know, like before the end of this.
Oh, Lord. At least you're good now.
Yeah. I'm awake, I'm kicking.
All right.
Oh wait.
You're not final bash.
So you're in the group with Astrid, and you see Astrid take Vince aside, and she has a little bit of a talk with him. And then Rowan takes his time to say, after you fight Abel, I assume you're going straight for Shaw.
Who says this?
Rowan.
You just said April.
After you fight Abel, you're going straight for Shaw.
Hmm.
Unless there's a way we can trap Abel again with avoiding that fight.
Well, that circle's
I
going
want
to
to fight
vanish.
Shaw so I can see what loot you get. Hang on.
Sit down.
Yeah. For the loot.
He says in ways he highly suggests going after Abel because Abel is the main connector to the loop.
There's the
If
loot.
killing Abel breaks the loop, do we even have to kill Shavolrek after that?
This is a response. We've done this a few times, almost like a loop in time, maybe more like a pattern that constantly distorts before it's dissolved. Either way, we know this. The ancient being is ancient because he leeches off of all other existence. We have been here centuries. Since he battled the Guardian in his attempt to assassinate the third son, he appears in 3 forms. Each will have a unique challenge. All we have learned is that his weakest form is tricky. To defeat him, one has to be fast and clever. Furthermore, he can take life from anything. The stronger the vessel, the worse things get.
Oh, so probably not me. Probably Daddy. They have longer speed.
My movement speed's 25. I'm actually the slowest in our group.
Okay,
So what
then.
Rowan basically saying is if that loop's there, Abel being his lieutenant can basically just reset everything.
Maybe it would be me. Maybe it would be
Or
me.
take her body.
I have the most
Or-
speed. I have the most speed, don't I?
If she's near him.
No, I have dash. I can. I can
You
sprint
are
and use
staying on
dash.
6.
So Daddy would do it
Well,
because
no,
Daddy
all of
had
us
to do it.
could go to 60. That's it.
And then while he's telling you this, Astrid has Vincent aside, and she specifically tells him the Guardian cannot be in the room for the third battle with Balrek, where he gets what he wants.
The restart.
There's but one way to stop him, and that is transference of life, and I will show you how.
So Daddy was right. We need to kill the Guardian.
Almighty smite.
No, what she does is she's going to teach him, which we're going to say you're all going to learn this basically. But your life count, you can transfer it between players.
So we can
Yeah.
remove someone down to 0 and take their lives.
No, it's you're.
But you can
Yeah.
also take one of your own lives and give it back. You can take it, give it, you can spread it out what you have.
I want to say, do we have the rest of the people with our party?
You have everybody except for the druid, the barbarian, and the wizard.
What are we?
Those are the ones we were asking for.
Spawn the barbarian. Spawn the
They are
barbarian.
gone. They're out of the cycle.
Spawn.
They're
Oh,
they're not gone, and that's where Rowan comes in. He says they haven't completely left you. That's your options of what you can do with them during the third fight.
Leave it to the man who can get a plan.
The barbarian, on the other hand, he's doing weird shit.
I know there's 2 barbarian hearts.
I was looking at doing that spell earlier. I was like, do I look at no firewall instead? She likes firewall.
So those are your options from them. Which, I mean, obviously for the wizard, you can only do 1 each time.
Oh, mildly having them there.
Can we-
Spirit form pretty much.
They appear when you can call them, but they're doing some other stuff right now too.
Does it cost a life to summon them in for that? Cost me life. Oh, so you sack your turn to bring them in. Oh. Fire shield.
Is there a phone charger that is an Android?
Yeah.
There, everything's 2 and 20.
Don't hurt the kids.
So is that your plan?
Yeah.
heading for Abel?
I need to.
I swear, I really want to.
Want to?
That's the real. Yes, it's her power independent of his.
Yes. She's a barbarian.
Wait.
Unload the clip.
Oh.
Primordial too?
What?
See a
Oh,
primordial
I
too?
get it. Yes.
Nope. Calls something else.
You're 11 left.
How
Uh,
much fits in a clip?
I had 1 per turn. Well, 1 per action.
or maybe he could use all the bullets on the final boss.
You see the moment of like the Power Rangers scenes when they go to defeat the boss, everyone puts their hand on your shoulders as you're ready to pull the trigger. Everyone has like quick
Everybody
action
cast
memory.
Eldritch Blast at the same time. Focus it through the gun. And then we roll a 14 and miss. Let's all try that again. Yeah.
Oh, that was you? Okay.
20!
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
wow. Yeah, I'm gonna be
So for crit damage.
And how dead.
I mean, normal Elder Glass.
That'll be dead.
Everybody.
My Elder
Christ.
Is it that bad?
That kind of hit me quick.
Alright.
Heat rises.
Eldritch Blast.
It's D10s, I thought.
It is, but
9. Oh, what? I thought you guys were 13.
Thank you, though. I'll avoid cancer.
2. Well, I got
what?
12.
You haven't heard that?
No.
Smell someone
18.
else's farts helps you avoid cancer.
13.
No.
6.
I guess. I want to have a group study that, but
I don't know. I've just heard it before.
19.
Or someone just said it to me. Someone else and sniff their own shit.
3.
Probably.
Eleven.
That's also like
dance.
14.
Why? It cures
13.
cancer.
I guess I roll a 20 again.
Adamir, 2 per summon.
15.
Fire shield. What's fire shield? Fire shield is just. Isn't it? I know.
20 again.
Stop rolling your good 20s out. You only have so many per day.
5. I already got like 4. Gone. Should have got 20 again.
Oh. Wait, so this what is so what
Now look at it.
Widow.
was that what ago?
Do we have the Widow go?
Look at it.
Well, this name on here says what ago? As in
The creature?
The creature? Like a Wendigo?
Well, I mean, it's based off of owlbear stats, but it's there.
Okay.
Wait a minute, so we have the Wendigo.
With an AC of 14.
That's horrible.
We have the Wendigo.
Terrible for them.
An
Compared to
actual
the rest of
owlbear
our-
is like 12, though.
Yeah, I know. But owlbears are only like a level 5 monster.
Wait,
Which is why I
Overwhelming.
improved it a little
We
bit.
have
Would you rather see a
Wendigo?
bugbear?
What?
A bugbear?
What about
I mean, there's not a whole lot of animals present, so he doesn't have the best shape options.
sand bears?
we have an owl.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
We have a
bears
turtle, a mouse.
Sand
We
bears?
have a turtle, a mouse,
They're
and then
lightning quick creatures with
I get
insanely fast reflexes, a scorpion tail with venom, and gigantic pincers.
I watched that this last week.
I love his voice doing it. Absurd.
I made Tyler watch that one.
which one was the one that had the
Is it cool if a multi-class? Yeah, what classes are you gonna pick? All
Not
of them.
If you can work in your backstory, I will allow it.
Born as a young nobleman. Didn't he start as a sorcerer? Is that what it was?
Wizard.
Yeah,
He got kicked out of the.
Kicked out of the academy.
You're a wizard. Not as much as we thought. Then Cthulhu came into my dreams and offered me, hey, you want some more magic powers?
Power.
Yay!
Now you're a level 1 sorcerer.
I'm gonna do this now.
And then I found religion.
Then they kicked me
Now
out.
you're a cleric.
Well, they thought religion was for everyone. Then they told me it wasn't for me.
I'm not a cleric anymore.
So there I was on the streets, and
I met a homeless guy and said, hey,
Like
you
it
know when you
was.
stab somebody with a dagger? Have you ever tried stabbing really hard?
Just there.
he got picked up by the barbarians.
This is what
Barbarian.
this is what someone who would say that would do.
They sing about their pillages. Then they realized my voice.
My voice is just awful.
So I went and joined the Wilderness Scouts.
Okay.
And they taught me how to shoot a bow and arrow, just not very good.
Okay. Okay.
Even at level 14, with all those level 1 skills that totally don't overlap in any way, shape, or
How
form.
am I level 8 and Dave on 14?
Well, I'm not level 14, I'm talking about absurd.
Oh.
Because he only took
He took all classes.
Um,
took all the Primus classes.
Don't worry. In the other
11 of them, and then 3 of them were level 2.
I think he's trying to more pieces of something to find.
in a D&D game, one of my other
I'm looking for Abel's stats. I don't know where the fuck I put them.
underneath stuff.
Underneath somewhere.
No, him?
You had them on your phone, I thought.
Yeah, I can look.
But
No, it's okay.
helping Tyler find a piece of paper is not helping.
Hang on, what is that other dude that was the boss originally? You can use that as Abel.
No, it's character sheet stats.
What?
All right, level 1, Blood Hunter. Okay. What?
You put the magic sword. I did write magic
Say
sword.
level 1 blood hunter, isn't that?
I did write magic sword.
Yes,
You put the magic sword. You put magic sword.
but
Right, magic above your sword.
the ghost,
Oh,
the
okay.
Or
ghost
no,
slayer.
up to the right side where it says piercing, red magic.
So ghost slayer abilities that can fade in and out of existence.
That's a lot easier than being half right, which is what my old stats.
I'm
Okay.
tempted.
Then
Sure.
Writing a G right there.
Is this? What is this?
So way to go stats.
Trying to cover up as much of myself, as much of this as I can.
Nope, don't. So way to go stats.
do we summon?
There's your druid.
If you want it.
If you want it.
Do I have to make animal checks for it?
The only bad thing is it'll only be out for 3 turns, so you guys got to make the most of it when he's out
Is it
You
an additional
said
character?
me.
for those 3 turns.
Okay, then we'll
Does it
probably
count
do
my
that
full
all the
turn?
time.
Yeah, it counts as your summon friend. Instead of doing the owlbear stats, you can do that.
We'll probably do it all the time.
And that's an AC of 16. Don't have to really worry
We'll
about the
probably,
AC.
we'll probably do it
You
every
said
boss
me.
fight.
No, we can only do it
No,
twice. What?
that's like you.
I'm
Okay,
grabbing
stay
by the
focused
leg.
for a
it's
long
sitting
time.
right
Well, you can do one or the other. You can do the wild shape or you can do the other thing. And those are your 2 options for the twice.
We need to save one for the final boss
Well,
fight.
okay.
Save one for the
Human-
final boss.
Blood Hunter, Ghost Slayer is his expansion, is his attachment for the class. Oh yeah, he also knows how to speak. He has deep speech and 2 other exterior languages.
So I guess you guys are going to charge for the top 4?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yes?
I don't care. Let's go. Let's go.
Not my
Yeah.
decision.
Books. Box.
Deep speech,
Whatever it is. Fox.
Draconic, and common
Box.
is his
Fox.
voices.
Box.
And he's
Yeah.
human
Man.
and common.
What is he, a slave?
There's where to go. Watching.
Woo.
And he has imaginary creatures that always appears and bothers him at the wrong
It's
time.
that thing again.
Ask if he's a slave because deep speech for a
Oh.
human to be able to communicate, they'd be a slave to drown.
Golden bread.
Nope, I got it.
In his world, humans are equal to a rat.
You found it. I think.
I wanted to be a lizard
I
folk
don't know what it is.
with the blood hunter lich or dire
That again.
or the
That again.
were form. So think about that.
The custodian.
No,
Where's the custodian back?
it's Tyler
Hey, it's what's her
Pieces.
The custodian.
But think about
And
that.
I have no idea what the dragon
You have
is.
a lizard folk that can turn into a werewolf at any time.
That's a flipping
What would you
dragon.
call that? A lizard folk that can turn into a were creature.
Like a were creature? Is it specifically werewolf or is it
No,
just a
were
were
creature.
form? Okay, so its were form would be like a salamandroid or something like
Like
that.
you can take
Would it grow 2 extra legs? Does
Where-
it become a full
where
on?
am I?
and grow into
Well,
one of the shape or
Where
size.
Lamater?
So I told him I was gonna turn into a were out there as a lizard folk.
You just grow feathers everywhere and some fur.
The lizard.
Your blood suddenly gets warm, almost hot.
And I grow to a 2x2 instead of a 1x1.
I feel like everybody could attack something except for the custodian. The custodian pretty dangerous.
So is that custodian or just another
There's your
creature?
wizard and the bar.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a hairy wizard.
There's your druid and your
Does our bunny have a bunch of fucking tats all over him?
runes.
Yeah, tats.
Runes.
Where is
They're not
the
tats, they're runes. bro.
custodian?
There's the barbarian, which he'll come in later.
Where's the
Oh,
custodian? Where's the custodian? custodian.
What do you mean, what's wrong with the custodian?
We kind of took its core.
And we kind of watched
Yeah, but it dissipated when.
Yeah.
it.
Can,
I mean,
can
it
we
got
summon
away.
the Never Beast back?
Isn't that,
Hey, what?
Can we summon the Never Beast back to help us?
isn't that what that thing
It's
is?
right there.
Oh, is he here to help us?
So, you're on your way up.
He's not.
Oh, poor Never Beast. Wait, this is Never Beast.
He's gonna have to die.
Okay, so once you're on your way,
I boop it on the nose.
My buddy. My pal.
do you want to skip combat and not get through the narrative part? I mean,
No, I just had to say it before something serious started.
do you want me to give you the non-true ending, Caleb?
Yes. Ending K. You eat the fish. Opens up your organs. You die.
Okay,
Would you like to read?
once the party reaches Able, you all start to have flashbacks, like right before you guys enter the room, of events that have passed in your past life. Fox remembers an officer with dirty blonde hair and green eyes who is starting to train under him. Your memory scrambles with thoughts that he was
Typo.
Yeah.
This is why I hate using speech to text.
no shit. Oh, okay. That's why. It's an acronym. Your thought is that he ended up being KIA,
Kill the next.
but it turns out that he merely just vanished. You both shared a strong sense of justice, especially for those who'd harmed children. You have flashes of the officer jotting notes constantly and instantly remember the handwriting with the phrase of "I am here."
Keyword search.
Yeah, I wish. Half the page is gone too. I don't even remember that. That is the training officer. You don't have a journal with Darren? No.
So it's like
You recognize the
so
handwriting.
it's kind of like you found a journalist person.
You recognize the handwriting, especially that phrase from that old note.
Is
Of
that
I am
from
here.
Andrew's book?
Huh?
One of the books that we.
One of the two journals. We have Darren's journal and Abel's journal.
Mhm.
Is it still just laughing?
What?
Abel's journal.
Yeah, it's
Y'all fucked up. You killed my dragon. Whatever, you can't kill me.
I should turn back time. Wish I could turn.
Wish I could find a way.
All right, Alexa flashes to a scene where she had to make a choice before Abel was sealed.
Alexa.
She stood at the vanguard as a forsaken masked bat. For a moment, turned her sister to her friends and demanded for her to end one of them. Alexa, in a moment of weakness, did kill Ryder back when he was a Forsaken. Ryder, Zion, and Bastion, sorry. The three of you.
Ryler?
With a volley of flame.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
However, she kept tossing flames toward her sister, who returned volleys of blight dark tendrils. When the flames began to die, Alexa looked to the second ascension, where she still with her as she let the tendrils win for a hush until the darkness enveloping her began to swell with a blue glow, which shook its way back to Abel and allowed Morgan and Oric to seal her away for good. Well, not for good, for you know what I mean. She then remembers her death as a Forsaken, where she died not as a traitor to her sister, but as a primordial. It's where Cain became the blue flame. Ryder remembers more about his adventures as a Zotl. Rowan found him among standard Zots in the presence of the Never. His friends were working with no mind to the beast, but Ryder seemed intrigued by it, like it had something just like it somehow just gave vessel to his soul.
It just looks like it's weirdly like waving at us.
What?
The
Never
Never
be.
Beast.
Hello, neighbor Steve.
Morgan or Eli remembers more about the rise of the primordials. He sees himself, Lexa, and before she was a Zeal, Astrid and another figure standing around a fire as Zottles. In tandem, however, he shifts to see human faces on all but the mystery figure. He approaches the one he doesn't quite recognize, and he sees a green-yellow Zottle as well as a human of a darker color. His eyes radiated green, and he seemed only concerned about the Forsaken themselves. What will happen if we fall? How do we maintain anything we might lose? Is what this person's saying. Soon after a scene where Noah becomes the golden tree is revealed, where he sealed the lost bodies away and grew the forest around him to protect him. His roots feed downward, but just below the font where Morgan built the church. So the stream is what grows the tree.
Blah blah.
It's what
So the
connects the
stream is
memories.
keeping Noah alive.
Yeah.
Noah alive.
And that's basically how the memories are passed on each cycle. Bastion is seen as a Forsaken with Astrid. The timing seemed odd, but it can be guessed that this happened sometime after the sealing of Abel. Adarin has Fox, Cain has Oric, Noah had Rowan, Abel thought she had Kylan, Eli has Morgan, and Adamir, and I have you, she says as she grabs his hands and stares at him with contempt. Astrid loves Bastion.
You don't say.
You have protected me since I've arrived this way, and you are a dear friend to me. So as much as I have to trust that you will trust me. Your calls the night where she disappeared from the village, basically her danger in the first place. He chased her into the temple fighting screamers and more to eventually see her give herself to Thustodian. The creature, however, at this point does not seem the same. Its dark aura glows like a pattern of stars, like a water-formed nebula, and does not consume her in a frightening way. It simply hugs her and embraces her until she's gone. Tears were shed and shared by both Bastion and the Enigma standing before him.
So the custodian's not a bad guy. He was just been corrupted from having to be. Yeah.
Wow.
Zion calls his training as a monk within the Coronian culture. His master at the time provided him with a gunk-like substance that seemed to be straight black mud from a nearby swamp. He looked at the cup puzzled, unsure if it was wise to drink the Kool-Aid or if his old master was playing a joke on him. The result of the black in the liquid seemed to be the corruption of a specific leaf. The master with quick hands switches the dark leaf for another, and the drink purified to be a beautiful red-green tea. The master simply says conflict with the environment brings the flavor, but one noted ingredient can change the struggle.
Nobody.
So, new information to a degree. But now you see,
Not when they died.
was he?
That's all.
Yeah, she's.
The only thing I find new
The
is
cat
when they
got
died.
shit stuck in a glass jar.
What?
The only thing I found weird is how they died.
He's
Who?
investigative.
Because people died.
a lot of people died.
They've been dead. These are all memories from previous lives.
Great. I just couldn't see it. Okay.
You're right.
You all right?
Yeah.
No break.
No. So my shoes are burnt out, and I.
So you see this room, and you see that Abel pretty much at this point has the Never Beast and Custodian completely at her control. Also, she's got 2 Zeal guards just ready to protect her.
So this is Abel.
Yep.
Kill her. Then.
Kill her.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Where's that again?
You guys gonna come in swinging, or what's gonna happen here?
I just go for
Is there a range on smite, or do I have to be up there?
It's
You
not.
have to be.
Yeah.
Can,
connect with
can,
melee
can I attack the custodian?
Not yet.
Kind of.
Can
I
Astrid
don't-
do anything
I kind of
to
want.
break her control? Fuse
Uh,
yourself with the
Oh,
custodian?
Astrid and Rowan separated from you.
Oh, well, never mind.
Wait a minute. Maybe we should attack the custodian.
Their little speeches to you were in the temple, and they're like, "We need to keep this
Bye.
secure."
Bye.
Maybe.
What are you doing?
They
What are you
need
doing?
girls.
That's kind of why Rowan gave you the help, because he couldn't be with you. He's got to keep her safe because she's the last primordial, or will be.
Will.
Maybe. Yeah, are they in a room with closed door or a door off area?
Doored off area.
Like, how's the entrance to this room? Is it just like this living room?
Take like one of the guardian rooms, but it's larger.
So a giant empty room.
Giant empty room.
Maybe a pedestal in the middle.
Mhm.
With a placard on it.
With a plaque.
With a placard on it.
Abel has just one big one.
Abel, you know me, motherfucker. Stop that.
You've read my book.
I bet you forgot something.
You send it to her. She just kind of dissolves it in the floor.
I
What?
was gonna stab it, actually. We're like, hey, what goes on if I do this?
I need 20s under you for some reason.
What does that seem like as a reference to?
Here,
Where you stab it with, okay, yeah.
I'll stab it with the best.
Really?
string. 20, I know, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna roll paper.
Yeah, we're planning what we want to do.
Smites for everyone.
Yes, wait. Hang on, I want to use
The
that.
game has a lot of information, but like none of it is aptly.
I want to use that spell. That last spell.
Oh, your Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
What you do know is her and Kane are sisters.
But I don't have
So?
spell sheet.
You also know that the custodian was something different before her corruption, which means something else was something else.
Yeah, Never Beast is probably something not so never ready.
Mhm.
Never ready. I get it. Never.
I mean, what you can tell is everything in this room right now is aggressive.
Except for us, which
Did we
actually.
refill our potions?
I'll say yeah.
Okay. I need a spell sheet.
You don't need a spell sheet.
You don't have spells.
But no, I need Eldritch
He
Blast.
does have a spell,
Oh yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
not Elder, Eldritch.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
You got enough water there?
Wait, no, I want someone to help. Well,
Not anymore.
I can do more. Eldritch Blast is
10.
Let me.
Wish I could turn back time.
I didn't play the song.
No, I sang it earlier.
I need to go get someone.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, that's yours. Sorry.
You didn't need it.
Hello.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Not
Find a way. All right.
All right. What? What's the plan? Stan.
This
I
formation looks very familiar. I'm just throwing that out there, you know. You remember what happened last time she lined up with a bunch of people? Okay.
I'd rather go this way. This
Andrea
way.
does
I
have.
You can
gotta
approach
go
this how
for-
you want. It's just the fact that you
I'm
got
gonna go for this guy.
3 bosses instead of 1.
Wait, I'm gonna
Well, last
go.
time it was 2.
I'm gonna
It
go
was
on your
2,
daddy. Then I'm
but
gonna
it
go
wasn't the
over there.
Never Beast.
We scared the one off. He was like, nope, never fucking mind. That hurts.
So I'm gonna go on your daddy. Then I'm gonna go over here. Cause I want to do that.
Why won't you stay?
I was gonna say throw one of the memory potions at either the custodian or the Never Beast and see what
Oh.
happens.
Yeah, me.
I don't care who.
I'll do
You
it.
probably don't
I'll do
know
it.
what thrown weapon proficiency.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do that right
I
after that. I'll do it.
No, one of the potions popped out there at the Never Beast.
I'll do it.
Or custodian. Which one do we feel is like more?
Never based.
No, I
think
know which one's stronger.
Custodian. No, custodian can't die because remember last time we tried to fight him, we did 0 damage.
No, we didn't do 0 damage.
We chose not to do 0 damage. We did radiant to him.
So he's,
Although I rather just
technically
get the Never
invincible-
base
invincible.
over.
Wait, she mind controlling them?
What?
That's what you said?
You see like that black, tenderly liquid.
so which one should we do? How about
See
one of us
black
go for
beard,
him, one of us go for him? We need both of them. We need at least one.
Yes, I Digimon reference. Don't give me that look.
We need at least one.
Sorry, let's do it.
We need at least
Horizon
one.
Zero Dawn reference.
Oh.
Can we do this, guys? Please?
What was the thing they used in season 2 instead of gears? I forget.
The colors.
Do we
Were
get
they colors?
Sit down.
I thought they were like spikes or something.
No,
The black spikes were basically towers that controlled the colors.
Okay,
The towers made where they couldn't digivolve. The spikes controlled them.
So my wife had Vaseline in the jar so that Chicken got his head stuck in and popped off his head. I would have just broken the jar, but that's just me.
Yeah.
It can get its head in, it can fit its body.
It's a kitten.
That's the rule of a cat.
Yeah, but it's gotta be smart enough.
Well, you have a human being next to it, so
You have a baby,
Should
anything,
be.
it's gonna get panicked and not do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's not gonna back out the way it's supposed to back. Those are boobs. Those are boobs.
Well, damn.
Alright.
Escalated quickly.
I was like, what is this update? Oh, that's okay.
That's boobs.
No, not like from my spouse. Just on the internet in general.
What's your homepage, Robert? I'm just kidding.
that's how you see people off your stuff. Don't you know that?
Shit, I like. Yeah, that shit I like. Okay, back.
Really?
And then you go,
There they are.
yeah, to a Lockhart.
Titpa.
Lingerie.
Titpa.
Uh,
Titpa.
What?
All right.
I'm so ready.
I probably ate too damn many of these things.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do with that dessert? Oop,
You know,
pop,
pumpkin
DVD,
spice
dop,
contains
DVD.
You
no
roll-
pumpkin in
Can
it.
you roll the seal first now, please?
What?
You would like to.
Did you know that?
Where's our fighter?
I mean, if you want to make it a fight, we can make it a fight.
Wait, what do you mean?
Is there a way we can make it not a fight?
I don't know.
What if I don't want to fight a god right now?
I'm pretty sure we have no
You don't want
choice.
to fight a god, but you want to fight the thing higher than a god.
I want to
Pretty
fight.
fast.
I don't want to fight Never Beast, so I want this to be on our team, but I don't want to fight the custodian either.
Turn back.
Hey, how many people have ranged weapons?
Does fireballs count?
Does a hand axe?
Those are throwing
Can I
axes.
throw a
Those
hand
are
axe?
you can't reclaim those.
Never mind.
He has a
I did my
mace.
sword then still.
I have fires.
I have bow and arrow.
And he has smites.
And I
Alright,
have
let's throw the boundaries in the ring fast.
a magic sword.
Oh, it's actually writing. Oh, I'm sorry.
What is that?
It's vaguely me asking Tyler if this is what the room is going to look like.
I would say we were already in the room.
Oh, no, because that means we're already in the fight.
Oh yeah, you're right. I get it. Okay. So now I'm just gonna walk in.
Stop that!
No, if you didn't do that, you have to do it right.
Real.
So can we
Where's the red one?
Good question. Good question, because that one wrote really well.
Are you aware pumpkin spice contains no pumpkin?
It's cinnamon and nutmeg.
oh,
I ate too damn many of these
2
things.
parts nutmeg, 1 part cinnamon. Lightly heated.
There, purple.
That's a powder.
purple. That was a miss. Definitely a miss.
Yes, I know the secret ingredient to making pumpkin spice.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, we need to get in that room.
What's the plan? You're gonna try to lure out everything.
I'd rather roll the
Just set her book down on the table and start like just looking at it, like threatening it with a bullet. Come on out.
Bitch!
lure out. Never be
It's a grimoire. You need it.
Either lure out. Never be for the custodian.
No,
you.
she does not need it. It's a grimoire.
It's, no, yes, she does. Your grimoire is intrinsically part of you. If you lose your grimoire, you lose your magical ability.
That's why I said she does not need it.
Well, we don't want her to have it.
You burn the grimoire. Anyone who's learned spells from it has forgotten it.
+1 to higher spell, so she can cast 2 levels of wall of fire.
Probably don't want to.
Tyler's just waiting to say if you can turn back time again. We can find a way. What brought that up in the first place?
She commented about the ability to turn back time.
No.
Kill my god, I'll just turn back time and bring it back. And I was like, we could turn back time.
Okay. Are we doing?
I was 15 years to that time machine. If only if it worked, you'd stop yourself from building it 15 years ago.
Okay. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes. Ready to go.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, and yes, and yes.
What are you doing? What's your plan? You gonna run in?
Nope.
No.
I'm gonna
Gonna
go.
Bowser shell it.
Never push right up and never beast.
Oh,
No,
wait. 5,
No
10,
person
15,
name.
20, 25, 30.
Never push.
Can you get a spell off real fast before we start?
Can
Oh,
you
yeah.
get a spell off?
Can one of you get a spell off before we start? I mean, they're not engaging us in combat.
So I
We're
can.
not engaging them in
I
combat.
never can.
Let's put it this way. Roll for initiative.
There you go. That's what I wanted you to say.
so
Stop.
Guys, get ready for this guy.
I was gonna say we're gonna pull a Bowser moment, and I'm gonna dive in.
So, Andrea rolled a 19 plus 2.
Oh, did she?
Oh right.
Was that her?
I got 17
It was
plus
I used the red speckle.
17
For her, I'm
plus.
using the spare.
19 vents.
But I'm putting this one away because Goldie's not working very
I
well.
got 17 plus 3, right? I think
Where did the purple one go?
If we
Yeah,
can
that's
turn.
17 plus. I don't know.
Two dexterity.
30 is.
It's a 3.
Guys,
The kid you hear, Able and Custodian go every 3 turns, Never Beast goes every 4.
At least nothing ever goes after first.
I'm probably not going first.
Andrew, you got a what?
I'm
19.
19. I got 19.
I got a 19.
21.
Non-natural.
Calculated.
Yeah,
You,
17.
you Caleb, or Guy?
That's
I'm probably going
me,
third.
me and Guy got 14 and 17.
I'm probably going
So you
third.
got a what? 19 calculated.
So you
So
come
then
in.
what'd you get?
19. I got 17 plus my 2 would be
So
19.
he got 19 calculated as well for the same roll.
So we're just
Just put
all.
him first.
So we're just all.
So far, Andrew's going first.
I meant just put vents underneath them. And put then me and Guy at the end, unless you roll something lower than a 14.
I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2.
You didn't want to assign that to her?
No. I want her to go first.
True.
Andrea,
Oh,
So
oh,
she can do something?
fireball.
she can do something this fucking fight.
Or do you
Fireball.
just want another pile of ash in front of us?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, wall fire.
What is it, Avenger? A new Avenger toy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ash?
Comes in a little bag. A Spider-Man across the top.
The limit still applies with your trances. It's 4 rounds.
Do we have to wait till Monday for the
4
cleaning
rounds of
lady?
activation. What?
Because she's about to be dust.
The cleaning lady.
Are we
Comes in on
still
Monday.
making that joke? What
Uh,
did they roll for
Right?
stuff?
there are 6 of us, and you remember that.
So what are
Able rolled 13, Custodian rolled 7, Never Beast rolled 10.
I was waiting until someone caught it.
Because the cleaning lady, she comes up on Monday.
Never rolled a
Right.
what?
She
Never
was
rolled
thinking
Never rolled
about
a what?
It's Friday.
And who rolled a 7?
Custodian.
I had watched.
She dusts.
I watched that. Then next, like after I got done watching that, I get a text from you saying you're trying to find the game. I'm like, what?
I love that movie so much, man.
Netflix put it on there.
I know, that's where I watched it to get the idea. I don't want to play the game again.
I bought Alex the physical copy of it.
She dust.
I'm gonna have Andrea.
She has the weekends off, so good. Sorry.
And it's Friday.
So
So
leave with Andrea. Because she's the highest roll.
Go for it.
Straight 19. And I'm gonna put fucking Abel in. And then I'm gonna put the 3 dudes.
he goes before with my 3 dudes.
You want him to go first?
Able and Custodian go
Go
at the same
him,
time.
me. If I want to control all 3 of these in a row, it would go him, then Vince, then me and him.
Abel and Custodian go together.
Because me and him tied for Vince.
Okay. Andrea. Setting.
Vince, Caleb.
Abel. Custodian.
Custod.
Is there a specific order the three of you go?
No. You just put Caleb times 3.
Are you gonna change up the order every time?
No, I'm gonna go in this row.
Doesn't matter really.
It saves you space, does it not?
Okay, with 3x. Then never.
I'm a 1x, sir.
Able to say again, Caleb. Never. I almost wrote my other name.
So I went to Wendy's the other day for lunch because I had like $4 on me for the 4 for $4. I gave him my name. The guy spelled my name right with the K. And what the guy who was bringing up my name, my order, he goes to shout. And before he start, you can hear him make the K sound. And he looks at the cashier. He spelled his name wrong.
How many inspiration points do you have there, Fox?
For doing this? You got 2.
Wait a
One
minute.
have 2 on
So-
the
He thought
Is that okay?
the,
You're
the
fine.
person giving it
I was
first
just
said
making sure you
thought
counted
the
the
name
You're
wrong.
okay.
No. Your name is.
Yeah.
No,
But I wanted him to go, and then I wanted a monster to go after.
I mean,
Still
as long
zero
as they
people
go
watching. And 0
three,
likes
4
still.
turns, it's fine.
So the guy, they start arguing
Yeah.
behind the counter that they got my name wrong. Like I could literally hear them. I'm the only person in Wendy's. They're arguing over they got my name spelled wrong, or is my name? They're like, Caleb or
Live.
Khalib?
and or Caleb. And like,
It's Caleb with a K.
I'm like, he spelled it right. He's like, is that your name? I'm like, yeah, it's spelled right. Picked up the order and walked away. And I sat down. And you
I'd be
can
like,
still
it's
hear 'em.
Cali blah blah.
You can still hear them like arguing over it. In the background, I'm like, all the managers are on the opposite side of the room, and they're arguing over this customer's name is misspelled.
Looking at Fireball.
No, I know.
Looking at
25
Firewall.
foot.
Wall of fire.
Throw a firewall on the door. Come at us.
Looking at Magic Missile.
No, she doesn't have a missile. She would have had it taken by now.
She should have it.
She took which bolt instead.
Well, she should.
It's mostly a wizard thing.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Alright, you need to stop that. Wall of force? Really?
For who?
No one. Nobody in here has this.
If I go get the hat, can I have wall of force?
Wait a minute. I have pushing strike.
No.
I'm the person to never make through 10 walls.
Force throw duh.
Push never make
Throw it
through
off.
10 walls.
I mean,
Put it up and then push it forward.
Push never make.
go get the hat on. Almighty push.
I need D8s.
D8s for days.
D8s.
I need both of those during my turn.
I mean, I can legitimately get out on him.
Okay.
Look, I feel different. I think I can use the force. Force! I don't think that's how it works. Force!
Push.
I better look up this one real fast. What?
I'm gonna do a perception check. I see them. Fuck, I didn't look.
That went on for like 4 or 5 times too.
Yeah.
And
That rolling. Whoa, so low.
Push.
didn't crash the internet.
Yeah.
Gun porn.
Push.
What?
He was looking at gun porn.
Oh,
He was getting off by looking at guns.
I don't know.
That's not what that.
I
Really?
am
That's what he was doing.
Not.
What?
I am Darth Vader.
Your Darth
Yeah,
Vader?
next one.
Are you
I
sure?
like how this one looks.
Force choke.
Alright. So Henry's up.
Yeah. The wall of Vader.
Wall there. Slowly move up.
Whoa.
Where are you going? Top floor?
Wait.
Oh!
I can feel like this is my right hand.
Darth elevator.
I'm sorry, this happens every now and then. I have to use this because the Death Star runs out of energy after we blow up Alderaan.
Force push.
Sorry, that power
Force
converter's come back. Alright.
It's the only way up. Oh, kill them.
Are you sure they're not all perfectly in a straight line? No
Uh,
more than 20 feet high and 1 foot thick?
you know, I can get the never.
That's a good try. What are you trying to
Isn't it?
I can get the never.
Alright, so
do? You want me to actually, like, set them up?
line them up? That'd be great.
I mean, you're not hitting 2 of them.
What?
I can go.
They're all lined up. Only you're
I know. but 5 centuries.
Line him up. Line him up.
Stop that,
Line him up.
because then you're gonna goad him into actually moving them. 50, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so it's within her 60 feet. She's gonna cast Wall of Flame along this because it's a 60-foot barricade.
All right.
It's 5d8. It's a dex save on half damage. Dex save. I didn't see what the difficulty was.
Mm.
Hold on. Stop it. Stop it.
That one non-nerd friend question: why is D&D 5 squares for a foot if one person can stand it? Well, you're saving my stabbing range. Does that make you feel better now?
Let's make a dex. It doesn't say what of the dex saving throw it has to make.
It's your wizard check or whatever your spell.
Yeah, be your spell DC.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, it's maybe it's a concentration. Oh, so she needs to see back. This requires concentration. So for her casting, it's 5.
For what?
For her DC,
I can perfectly go.
It's what?
DC a 10 plus her fucking thing is 15.
15. So they go all past 15.
They all DC spell save. 14. That's her spell attack bonus. Then again, I feel like she probably hasn't updated this in forever, but whatever.
Yeah.
So 14. Or 15, I don't really care.
She didn't have one at the very beginning. They had to figure it out every time.
She didn't realize it was wisdom plus proficiency.
What kind of damage is it?
Fire.
Burn.
Oh, okay.
What?
So there is now a wall of flame.
And what's the save? It's a dex save? Or
15.
It's a dex save of 14.
So can I still move the numbers?
There's a wall of flame that hits and goes that way. Passing through it that way, you take no damage. Passing through it that way, you take damage. From our side, it looks like mildly opaque glass, distorted by heat. From them, it's a wall of fucking fire. It just lit up right on them.
So
4, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 damage. Half on the save.
but can I still do the portion at the database?
Yeah, when he comes through. Oh, 60 feet long, so it covers the entire breadth.
never beast did fail it.
So what's the
Or who did all hit? Apparently.
Her custodian and one of your zeals.
Seals, okay.
I'm
just
just
gonna
I
say-
didn't add to the thing. Why didn't I add them? I only added your 3 fucking names.
there's like barely a difference from the thumbnail.
What? Jesus.
It just looked like you put a coat on and you're holding a piece of paper.
I added the zeals at the end. That's okay.
Yeah,
Like, we didn't think about
but
that.
they go every 5 turns. What?
Having to fucking map this shit.
Just I put a line every 5 for them.
Well, because everybody goes after a set number of turns. Well, after all of the negs go after a set number of turns.
All right, so custodian and seal definitely failed it. So what was the damage rate?
6, 12, 15, 16, 18.
Is there any modifiers to that?
Plus 5. For spell damage.
So
Clearly, I write R's a lot more than I write K's. Because every time I try to write K for Caleb, I've been starting with an R.
Dorn, they asked me at work what my signature was when I signed off on receipts, since they had people like try to reach out. I'm like, it's a squiggly. They're like, why? I'm like, so if everyone tries to say it was mine, I can like do a certain check through it, and if I check it right, it makes a K and an R.
Yeah, like-
Foolies.
My signature. RPJ. This is the only dignified letters that are in there.
I don't know.
Really, and
Yeah, see?
if someone questioned it, I do that, and I'm like, yeah, that's my hand, that's my signature. If not, it's just a squiggly line that someone checked, and I draw a line through it. They asked me if it was mine. I'm like, yeah, can you tell it's a K and a R?
Able and custodian.
Then one person looked at me like, I wrote a 2 on my
You said every
receipt.
3 turns? 3 or 4?
Them, they're every 3.
Okay.
Never is 4. Seals are every 5.
If it's easier, they can go every 4 too.
As long as they're not all going at the same time.
Okay.
All fucking 5 of them.
Rotation catches up.
Or we can do it fucking Final Fantasy style. Everybody line up. This half team goes. This half goes. This half goes. This half goes. I'd be fine with that.
Well, if you assign them actual numbers over times, you'd probably make a better line.
What?
Giving them a dice roll over saying how many times they intervene, like the bosses.
Oh.
I see what you mean. 6. 3, go. 3, go. 3, go.
See, but that's the problem with 5e is
Bosses
turn
are
economy.
different.
If you have so many players, usually your monsters never go.
We don't have 7 players though.
You do, but you don't. They're with you, but they're not playing themselves.
We can cut down to just 3 people. No, because none of us that are here right now have healing abilities. Except for this one, who has rally and self-heal.
What?
Me.
Wait, what?
Unlock Team May!
Yeah.
What do you
I
mean
wouldn't do that
rally?
one, but
What?
I have a rally ability that
Yeah.
heals?
Yes.
What? How come I've never known I had no abilities? I would have been using them if I
No, it's bonus HP. It stacks on top that in it.
All right, so you sent a wave of damage. Right.
Barely any at all.
Damage is damage, my friend. How much was it?
18?
18.
18 on a pass, or 18 on a fail, and 9 on a save. Plus 5. So 23 or 12.
On a pass, it was 12.
On a pass, it's 12.
So we need to hit never. We need to hit
We
But
might
it's
kill
fire
them.
damage, right?
Yeah.
So it's
five.
Half of that would be 6.
Okay, maybe we should get never custodian. No. We have never potion. We can use it.
We don't have to never push. I don't think that's gonna work.
We can try.
You can try it if you want, but it might just be a wasted turn. Although using potion only takes an action, throwing a turn.
I still have
He has 3
more
per
too.
turn, so.
So it's not,
I mean, I
it's
do
not,
2, but I don't have to use them all.
it's not really a waste. So it's not really a waste. You have 3 turns.
Dum-ba-dum. So who's go? Here goes. All right, fighter. What are you doing before you roll your dice?
Yeah.
I
roll.
am gonna move.
Are you gonna move inside there?
Yeah, 6 max.
I would go attack this dude because it's already out right now.
You gotta
So
maneuver.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
30 because I don't want to get in the way of never receiving. Because if I do, then I'm not gonna be able to never.
plus
I was
the
gonna
death
say
aura.
use your pushing attack.
Push him into the flame.
Push him through the wall of fire.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Yeah, I'll use my striking push, which I should roll dice now.
You have to roll your other one, your bonus die. Your D8. Your 8. Yeah, your Pyramidion.
So both of them at the same time.
No, roll the Pyramidion first. So
3.
bonus is 3 damage. Now roll your 20 and your 10 together. 4.
Whoops, I see.
Oh, you don't hit.
10. None of those. Okay. Well, I have another turn to try it again. Let's try this again. Same thing. 3.
Yep, 3.
Because
12.
it's rolled nothing
plus
but
what? That's
3s.
18.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's enough.
His
For the
D8
seal.
has rolled
13
nothing
hits on
but
the seal.
3. It was a bad thing.
So-
Roll for damage.
Huh?
Roll your D10 for damage.
10 is that one?
No.
This one.
Yes.
And I guess if he enters.
4.
But isn't that the side that he passes through that it doesn't affect him?
Yeah, but
Oh, we're
you
gonna
have to
charge
charge
from the other side of the wall.
1, 2, 3, keeping right here.
How much damage did you do? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 damage?
I think so. Pretty sure that.
Seal.
Okay, that's not the one that originally got hit.
And then I still have one more, which I'm probably gonna push
You
the.
can't move anyway.
Yeah,
Wait, you're X amount of distance from the Never Beast if you want. You can try and throw your potion out because it only takes an action to use potion.
Okay.
Why you
How?
corking it and throwing
Okay,
it.
what do I roll?
Just
Just
roll
the
it
20.
20 and add your dex.
You have to uncord to throw the potion.
At a deck?
You want to go outside of name.
So does Shatter upon
Nope. Fail. Well, is the Never Beast a firm-bodied creature, or is it more sludge? That's the way you've been describing it. Is it leaves a trail of slime? It's a sludge-type creature. Kind of how the custodian was.
No, it's been leaving a trail of death.
Death and what's that weird black stuff? All right, powdered death.
Like we've been doing checks when we're so
It's the
close
walking
near it.
Thanos snap, okay?
So
It echoes through the room.
You wasted. All right.
so
What? You missed. You missed bad. You hit
So
five.
I would go to vents.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 7. Unless you have thrown weapon proficiency, which
Yeah,
all that
he
would do is
does.
give you a +2. 9. 9 to throwing a potion at a giant beast
Through the wall of fire.
through a wall of fire.
That won't affect it because
That
it's on
won't
the
affect it
opposite
because
side.
it's passing through the safe direction.
Roll another 20.
wow.
Because you might hit something else. I think it's a 3.
Yeah, I definitely. It went to go, and it just kind of it hit the flame and just went down.
Exploded.
Because on your side, it's just like glass, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's glass to
Pow!
glass.
Explodes. Like, oh my god.
You see it draining down the glass wall.
So how many do I have?
You had 3. Now you have 2. If you want to keep trying.
Never he's just staring on the other side.
Just
This
oh.
one inside.
Like, why'd you throw a potion at me?
Okay.
No,
can
on
I
this
get
side
it
you
now?
just see something glass floating to the fire and it's like stop.
Funny story. I was
Let's try
playing.
again.
Oh, you're up turns.
I was playing another engine called
Okay.
Dungeon World with my buddy in Texas, and he
Now
was
it
running the
is.
game to show me the system, right? And my ranger character, he's fighting a lich, and like I found a red vial of something, and I thought it was his phylactery, right? So my
Smash the
response,
healing potion.
no, my response when the fucking lich appears is just to throw it at him because I thought it was his phylactery, right?
Yeah. Put
But
his soul back in the
It was
body.
just a health potion. He's like, why'd you fucking throw a health potion? But it stunned him enough to where my fucking bear could come in and attack him. I was like, yes, I survived. I guess I baffled him. Why'd you throw a health potion at me?
What have you done? You can't heal me. I'm undead.
Just baffled him enough to be like, why?
Cool. What?
I want,
Sit down.
I
Your
want,
turn's over.
I want, I want the nerdy. I want to try and the memory percent.
Alright.
Again.
Vents is go.
I'm gonna keep
What's
doing
Ben's
that
gonna do?
now. I'm gonna kill it. Get it.
Oh, wait. No, this isn't right.
What?
Able and the custodian go every 3 turns, which would make the 4th turn. The Never Beast goes after
Yeah.
the 4th turn. And then after the 5th turn, the Zeals go. So all of your creatures go in tandem with each other.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what
if we're following that idea.
that's what I was saying. Whenever you said 3 and 4, I'm like, those add up to 12. That's gonna
Put
be really
a character
fast.
behind.
I was going to say, like, their turns don't count in the turn count.
Yeah.
So
That'd
one
be
of us
easier.
will go in between each of them at least.
Yeah.
Maybe not the Zeals, which will go together. Oh, they take damage if they start or finish their turn in the wall of fire.
Awesome.
So I get to roll this again.
Alright.
I didn't. Oh, good. I got them set out still.
You can cast the protection of a good navel.
Do you need mine also?
No, that's not what it does. It's just a spell. Gives him +1 against evil creatures. No.
Creatures.
Oh, I forgot.
Have disadvantage.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage on attack rolls.
What?
I have to
The,
summarize
the
this handwriting that's not Tyler's. New handwriting to learn.
Yeah, it's a new fucking ancient lost language to decipher.
No, like
No, Tyler's pretty terrible. I'm gonna be honest though.
that genius person writing, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
When you take quick notes, I mean, you can't think, you can't keep up with your
When you
thoughts.
think faster than you're right.
Yeah.
Alright, there's not a time limit on that spell.
What? Protection versus good and evil? It
No.
lasts into your top runs.
Whatever that is, I can't.
I think it lasts until the end of the counter.
What is it?
Sacred weapon adds your charisma onto your attack rolls.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a plus
essentially
one.
pretty encounter.
Why is this charisma only 12?
I know he's a paladin, right?
Honestly.
What are you doing? Not a spellcasting mod,
I'm just
Isn't
watching
it?
myself in the
Yeah, charisma, he's a paladin.
is it?
Yes.
I don't know.
Paladins
He didn't really invest in it.
He invested in
He wanted to be
con
more of
and
a
strength.
paladin skill monkey.
Con and strength.
You should have been a barbarian with a shield.
What?
I don't know. It usually works out for him accuracy wise.
Why be a paladin if all you're gonna do is hit things? You're kind of supposed to
Alright.
heal too.
So what is this?
Barbarian?
That's a zealot. Zeal.
Alright.
Zealot. What are you doing?
Strength.
Stop squirming.
I'm gonna
Take
attack
a sip
the
of your
zeal. 18 naturally.
So plus 6, 24.
On a zeal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I think it's only like a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that's on why I'm not even counting it up. It's 18.
Do you want to use mine?
That's
No,
what I was
saved
about
it
to
up.
say. I was going to save it. Because this is going to be.
Unless it's like Thunder Smite, which gets everything.
What's the range? No, that's only 10 feet. It would only hit the custodian too.
Oh.
But custodian might be weak to thunder.
No, it's divine. He was weak to.
I don't think he was actually weak to it. I think just percussive damage was causing him to flinch.
Oh, I'm not going to use it.
I just go for that.
I'm just gonna go ahead and break game
Eight.
a little bit and tell you you don't want to hit it with lightning damage.
What? What? Custodian?
Yes.
8.
8
8 shield bash.
on
1.
Anybody back?
Whatever. 1.
It's okay.
the zeal.
Yeah.
Zealot on the far side.
1 or 8.
The one that didn't get shield bash. The one that's already taken damage.
The one that
On
has
fire.
I'm not tracking damage right now. So.
Vince has extra attack, doesn't it?
How much damage did you do with it?
8.
He gets 2 attack rounds.
That failed.
That one missed.
So to go me.
After Caleb, 3. Abel and Custodian will go. They both take reverse the fire damage.
Is it Caleb's 2 or after?
I'm not letting you guys go back to back to back to back.
Alright, I didn't know how you had it written down as 3,
Wait.
3, 3.
Wall of fire, 5d8s, yeah. 5, 12, 15, 18, 19.
19.
And Abel or Custodian. Wait, plus 5 for spell monitor. 24 on a pass. Actually, I don't know if that's what it said for. On a pass through. I think it's just during the casting.
For the save?
Yeah. If you're actively in it, you're actively in a wall of fire.
Yeah,
There's no saving.
That probably makes sense. Great.
Wall select. A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. The other side of the wall deals no damage. If you pass through the wall, you take no damage.
Your turn.
Starting or ending your turn, you take damage again.
Okay.
There's
So
no
we'll
save.
just take whatever, which was the full amount
19.
24.
for Able and Custodian.
Able and Custodian because it's the beginning of their turns. And when that zeal is now I roll again for damage for them. For him. Or for the others if they decide to pass through. Boop. Hope that's okay. Me put those up there.
Shield bash.
The whole fucking panel just goes flying.
Alright,
Feel better?
who's after that?
I mean, it's about equal cold outside. And
Did they not?
Oh, it's them go? Okay.
Okay, they defaulted.
It's them go.
Okay, their next turn.
It's
would
them
be
go, they
Caleb
go.
number 2.
They go. You shut up.
Is this really default now? Can we just default and brave? No?
I get it.
Tyler?
I've been drinking my soda a lot because
If so, I'm gonna break 4
There's
times.
caffeine in it.
No, drink a lot at night. I go to that. Drink a lot.
Like we have Braves. I'm gonna brave 4 times with the and smile 4 times.
Yeah.
Give up my next 4 turns.
I'm gonna roll all my next 8 mites into 1 hit. 1.
Alright, it's not a charge blade.
Hang on. Can you
Everything's a charge blade if you're brave enough.
Let me ask him if we can just do all turns at once.
All of us move together at once.
Yeah, kind of. Tyler,
Why are you adding things?
I guess that they came.
Unless they're there to help us.
They're not.
They
Of
look
course
like
they
they
are.
are because they match them.
They ambushed us.
You see the custodian put its arms in the ground, and those 2 things pop up. Just tendril and
Also, Tyler,
Fireball,
can we
fireball,
all combine our,
uppercut.
can we all combine our attacks to do one? And also,
Because y'all said the fucking Power Rangers thing.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Yeah, but also, can we use all,
Okay,
all
you're
our
out of here.
turns
Spirit.
to
God.
combine that power and
Shotgun!
we should one
Spirit.
do one game to do the
This sword's more
effective than your gun will ever
be.
damage cancer.
I didn't hear what you said. Hush.
Alright, who's the closest to one of those arms that I just put out? I guess Guy.
Guy and
He's right by
Andrea.
both of them.
One directly. They're both touching him and her. Or one's touching her.
Yeah, we'll hit Andrea first.
Ready for the Ash party?
Oh shit, I gotta get fucking spell cards out.
I just wrote max at the bottom of the cards.
17 plus 6, does that hit her?
Yes. Thank you.
That's 20 slashing damage.
Jesus Christ, guy.
Target is grappled. To
That's a-
escape a DC 14 strength.
I should probably not say that.
20, 60, 40. I guess that breaks concentration on that fireball spell, huh?
Probably.
If she's grappled. Wait, hold on.
Make a roll for it.
I was gonna say. 11. Adding wisdom.
Yeah, probably not.
If I put these back where they belong.
Oh, she had to concentrate the firewall.
So I can now. So that potion will be more effective on the dragon now.
There's no
It's not a
fire.
dragon. There's no firewall there.
Okay. As long as she's grappled,
I'll get it. I'll read it.
the target takes 7 piercing damage at the start of its turn. So that's where Custodian is right now. Abel. Is going to do another thing you don't like. Where is she? There's Vince. Magic missile.
I've been.
How much?
64s.
What? Okay, you said 64.
64.
Or 64. I'm like, what?
64s plus. Whoa, hold on a minute.
Okay. On the memory potion work
It's not a memory potion.
one second.
It's just a healing potion for us. It just contains essence of memory from.
Come on, ones.
That's 15 damage on Vince. Oh, so that's her street magic missile. What else can she do? Nothing.
You had to move.
17 plus 8. I bet that hits Zidane.
Oh wow, I realized.
He takes 14 damage and he has a disadvantage on his next saving throw.
So 100 minus 14 is yeah,
86.
like
You're just a little bit below my health.
Your max.
wow.
All right, so that's them two.
So that would be me. And Tyler had to move her out of the way.
Of course. It's just a circle of life, man.
She's right there next to you.
She is.
Don't stand so close to me.
I'm attacking.
I swear, we're
Really?
we're behind on our generation.
No, I'm not.
Wow, you're really not.
Was you? What
You're
were you
level 1.
What were you planning? Your Sun Soul Fist thing?
No, just punching
Punching what?
The custodian.
the custodian.
You roll up to the custodian. He goes,
Roll again. What'd you get?
13.
13. All right. No damage, but you're grappled. You basically punched it and it like absorbed your hand. So you're just stuck there right now.
I'm punch with the other hand.
Okay.
16.
16 for the
20.
custodian.
20 together.
Daddy, I'm pretty sure that
20 hits
potion
it?
will not work on the custodian.
No.
Oh, Okay.
don't worry about
Yeah. I'm saying right.
9
9 damage.
9 damage.
Is your hands on fire or radiant yet?
Technically, they're magic.
I know, but are they on fire or radiant yet?
No, I haven't used those spells yet.
Okay.
Well,
that. Don't hit him with lightning, that's for sure.
the plan was if Tyler left that bitch, use my Sun Soul Bolt, then use my second one, burn 2 key points to fire burn them. Fire hands. Hitting both of them for 3d6 on top of 1d6 already.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, I'm good.
That'd be 15 squares.
No,
Or
me.
15 cone.
No, me. Do. Think she's aware that I'm here?
Who's turn is it? Whose
Hold
turn
up.
is it?
I'm figuring that out now. Okay. So it just took 6 damage.
9.
9 damage, sorry. But your hand's still grappled. It's not going anywhere.
So this is the recap. What the? Need the d10s.
Going to.
Okay.
10, 10, 10, 10,
Figure I gotta put those to use.
10, 10, 10, 10. Stop.
No, you keep yours because that's your primary attack roll. Never give up your primary
Oh,
attack.
right. Sorry.
Just look at it dead in the eye. Does it have eyes?
What?
1.
Does what have eyes?
The custodian.
Yeah.
You see it right there.
Just looking dead in the eyes is this is awkward.
Oh, look, it's still in.
You see it, like-
Ah.
You remember that flashback with Astrid? You see its arms trying to do the same thing. Like, you're going to be my. You want to become its host?
Wait, hold
Can
on.
I
It
call
would
it
be
Venom at this
about to say, it'd be Will's contract.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Conquering
If
you.
you tell us, does that mean I don't have control of it?
Maybe. Depends on who's stronger.
Well, Will's 16. So plus 3.
Anyway. Astrid, custodian.
You want to turn the monk into a middle?
Caleb? Never beast goes.
So after Never Beats a guy.
So it's Never Beast now?
Never beast than guy than the seal is.
Alright, move Never Beast in between Guy, Caleb, and everybody.
In the middle of the party.
And that means both opportunity attacks too.
From me.
From you, Guy, or Robert. One of the two, or two of you, either way.
Yeah, all 3 of us?
All
No,
3 of
it'd
us.
be two of you, because he'll only pass 2 of you to get to the middle.
Which way did he come from? Alright.
So do I have to roll? Do I have to roll?
Not you.
You're in the other direction.
Yeah, I'm
18.
already rolling.
You got an 18?
Yep.
You missed.
Oh, then I don't. Plus 17.
Plus 17.
18. What is it? A beholder?
It's fucking well be. Death Ray.
Ow! That hurt.
Did I mention these beholders have a wishing spell to turn invisible? No.
Okay.
Oh no, a wishing tentacle.
First, who's it facing right now?
Technically, the
Yeah.
tentacle and Andrea.
Just looking right at her like,
Look, take you.
Well,
She's
Robert's
grappled.
the closest. You two are the.
So it notices the most stealth person in the room.
Take 12 slashing damage and you're grappled. Caleb,
Stop grappling us.
he just dropped you.
You got
Roll
half
a
the
one.
party grappled. Drop
He
me
went
to
to hit you with him. He rolled a 1, so he just dropped him, and he'll take the damage that he gave you. So, well, I'll do more than that.
Is there any way I can turn this into the I grabbed him and pull myself out of this guy?
you really want to get double side banged by 2 swamp monsters at the same. I'm about to leave you, by the way. I'm not going to be able to reach you.
He's
I'm just letting you know.
he's gonna
I don't know. I got myself.
Okay.
And myself.
And
And
your other self is over there beating up on something that really doesn't matter.
Yeah, just teleport.
I'll just turn you
Alright,
below
so who's
number
after the
out.
never?
Teleport. Teleport.
Who's after the never?
That'd be me.
What's going to do with that dessert?
No, not me. God.
Boop dot dooey dee dot dooey doo dot.
Oh, that was bad.
Since he doesn't want spells to be used. Actually,
He did say use guardian whatever earlier, which is a
Guardian
spell.
of Faith.
Mhm.
I was gonna cast the sword.
The sword.
Guardian Faith does more, but it only does up to 60 damage.
Yeah. Here's Spirit Blade or whatever it's called.
Mordenkainen's magic sword.
Whatever. I don't
May as
know.
well be.
God, I want to get that book so bad. Mordenkainen's magic spell book. All of Mordenkainen's spells.
Andrea's still grappled, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack the thing holding her. 19 plus.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't your crit range 19 20 on your? Because mine's 18 to 20. What it's supposed to be. I don't know.
but that's a 21 to the tendril. Holding Andrea.
The 21.
Yeah. To the thing holding Andrea.
What'd you hit it with? Just your fist?
No, swing with the mace.
Which is still bludgeoning. Yeah. It's out.
You break its magical body hand.
Is she prone or?
No, it's fine.
She took no contact damage either.
Well, I was gonna make a horrible
I mean,
comment.
she took the initial damage from the swipe, but
Oh,
you saved her from the damage that was
Yeah.
coming.
The other.
That's all that he can do. Other than
Oh, and then the Zeal Scale.
But it still has you.
it didn't grab the wrong creature.
I know.
Wrong player, sorry. Wrong player.
But it still has you.
Or do I have it?
Okay.
There's a never beast. There's a never beast and an open hand. I can grab onto anything.
Do you want Never Beast to be its host?
I'm
Yes, that gets rid of one of them.
I am a chain at this point.
One of them makes them a bigger thing.
That's fine.
But then they
Close the door behind us, guys. We're not going back that way.
just be a potion.
I have an Andrews
Be a
back
potion
there.
on
We're not
the
going
Never
back.
Beast.
She'll be fine.
He's a potion on
Oh
Never
my
Beast.
god.
told her
Our first
they're
game,
gonna
give that to her. Can let her in the room.
Wait a minute, make her the host.
No,
No.
that's not how this works.
Okay, make him the host then.
That's not how this works. We're not choosing things.
Okay.
Alright, so who's next, Robert?
The
Guy. After guy.
The Zealots.
Teddy Brock.
The Zealots, then me, and then our group that's over.
So does it do anything since it has a magic item inside of it now?
It's glowing awkwardly.
You see that glow from your Hidoken fist just kind of going about.
How's that feel?
What happened?
Do you feel anything?
What happened when I cast Burning Hands in this motion?
Oh,
All right, so
I feel that.
It boils lightly.
Oh, you kidding me?
You'll be fine. Hey, this one's safe. No?
all right, they're both gonna arm needle.
Who's what?
What the
You
fuck?
can second him, you can second him. And they both hit for low.
No. I got literally the two opposite crits.
A 1 and a 20?
Yeah.
Are they gonna meet my AC?
I'm gonna say the ones on Ryder, it's gonna miss,
Alright.
and the 20s on Vince because it needs to hit Vince.
Well, that's a challenge.
Fine, motherfucker, let's go.
Nat 20.
So, when you hit him, if you hit him, you can choose to expend his
Well,
priority dice and roll it.
That was
and
embarrassing.
also hit her
What did
in
you
that
get?
same-
Nothing.
and she
7.
gets also that same damage.
Well, they both
And then I can
failed on their
make
turns.
So what
Good
happened
thing they
to
have that
him?
multi attack. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
If you want to help.
That would just trip you off on her.
All right, Ryder.
I made him
I
challenge
rolled
me.
2 of your weapon damage and
2d10s.
Me? My
Yep.
turn?
Yeah, roll you up.
Okay.
2d10.
So,
roll 2d10.
No,
and
it's
a
not your
D8.
turn.
oh, 2d10?
Yep.
Yep.
It's d20.
Okay.
Your normal damage
No,
dice.
d10.
Here.
Roll that.
Roll these.
Okay.
I made him challenge the d20.
At the same time? Okay.
Or the natural 20 in his arm.
1 and 9.
Ten.
Okay, 10.
I'm going
And
with
then
4.
add a superiority dice.
Superiority.
Roll your 8.
Watch, it's gonna be another 3.
4.
14.
Close.
So because this one did so bad of an attack, it basically fell on your sword, and then you can choose whichever one of your maneuvers you want to do on it.
Cancel.
You can trip it, you can push it. I don't know. It all maneuvers you pick.
Stop him.
I don't know what maneuvers you picked. You didn't have anything written down. Yeah, the first.
Well, the one he's been using a lot is the push, so I guess you can push him back if you want.
Oh, I guess that would do, but still. Can I use an attack?
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
That's
Okay.
what
You're getting an attack with a maneuver attached.
Oh.
Without expending superiority then? Yeah. Or just. Yeah.
It
Okay,
rolled the
then I will
it rolled
do
the 1, so I'm letting him take the
You're
damage.
gonna knock
The
him down or
damage.
throw him. Doesn't really matter. He's
Same
throwing,
thing.
back and he goes thrown.
Sweeping attack.
Which is trip it.
No. Sweeping attack is I hit you and then I also hit you.
Took a baseball attack.
Yeah.
Basically, dude falls on his sword and he goes whap and hits her right next to him with the sword too.
So basically, what you'd see in Smash when you see the home run back, this
Yeah.
All right, so the damage would hit it, and then you're saying
her.
would he have to roll for her? Is that how it would work?
it's carrying.
When you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can expend one superiority die and attempt to damage another creature with the same attack. Choose another creature within 5 feet and within your reach. If the original attack roll would hit the second creature, it takes damage equal to the number you roll in superiority.
And it was
die.
a given attack.
It was a given attack.
So would that mean it's AC?
So yeah, then so only that attack.
See,
then
but
I
he
have
wasn't
to
affected by the 1. I'll let him roll again to see if he hits her with it.
Which one? Which one? are we
Roll
rolling?
your 20. You're rolling for accuracy. So
I thought you meant like you're carrying him into her.
12 plus.
What was it? 5 or 6?
There's.
Plus 6.
Oh, you're right.
18?
Plus 6.
15.
Plus 6, and it probably completely surprised her. So yeah, 18 hits.
Okay.
Works.
So what was your damage before? 8. 9, 10. What was your damage before?
10.
Well, for
then
one, she
four.
wasn't expecting her subordinate to fall on a fucking sword.
Wow.
14. It was 14. I remember it was 14.
So they both take 14.
And then I have the troop attack, which I want to do on.
No, it's not your
No,
turn.
it's not multiple
It's not
things.
your
it's just-
turn.
Oh.
This
Because
is
of
happening because he messed up.
Okay. Okay, then. Then there. 12.
No,
Oh,
it's
14
zero.
damage and 14 damage. Then we do.
Thank you. I don't remember when I needed those. Yes, I do.
Then I.
There you
Then I have.
What?
Do you?
I do.
And now I have.
We're gonna kill her.
And now I have next attack. I'm gonna do.
Gotta wait till your turn, but that wasn't part of your.
I-
Wasn't your
That was a
turn.
bonus thing.
What's up?
Remember that was
So
zero.
zero.
Oh, I'm up.
Listen, boys and girls, this is when a grown ass man knows how to run like a little bitch.
Eddie.
So the other two are engaged, right?
Which
The
did.
Never Beast and the Custodian. Even though Custodian's like a fucking tentacle monster. that
It's
doesn't know
kinda-
how many hands he has.
A
He
bullet.
kind of has his attention to me, unless he wants to say otherwise.
Please do not try to use a bullet. The bullet will not go through the custodian.
Yeah, at the moment last it tried to hit Caleb. So
5,
that's
10,
it.
15, 20,
No, no, no,
25.
Oh.
Behind her. I'm gonna stab her in the back.
Oh.
Try doing that harder.
Stab really hard.
you like saying that, don't you?
No, I don't stab very hard. Try.
No.
Does
Did
that
that
one more
even hit?
Start with one more. A 1. Wow. Wow. I rolled a 2, then a 1.
Pretty hard. Turn around.
I'm needing acupuncture.
I somehow stabbed
No,
the fighter.
no.
Now that you mention it.
You're just
Fuck. I get all the 1s out.
How much damage did that do, though?
Why did you say that out loud?
Technically, that wouldn't be a backstab. You're stabbing him straight in the face.
So you definitely sidestepped and you're gonna hit something. You're gonna have to hit him.
There's nothing else I can hit.
I can't.
It's okay.
Like I can't let that one go.
It's okay. I have 3 turns and I can use
Roll your
one.
normal
to-
damage on it, and there's no way he could undo this now.
Attack damage?
No, no, it's okay. I can kill myself.
Well, no, hold up. You roll your damage, and then you're gonna take what he was doing in his sweeping volley because he's still
14.
going.
Now I roll high.
So you took straight 20.
Alright. With my last action. No. I'm a shooter because I'm right here anyway. It doesn't miss its magic bullet.
That doesn't go. Is it a hollow point?
God, I hope so.
Daddy, you do know that if you do that, you're
I'm
on.
gonna angle it so that I don't shoot him on accident too. It's a magic bullet. It fuses right on contact.
Just do this, and then you just put it at the side of her head, then just pow. There we go. I wonder how much this thing.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 24.
That's your straight bullet damage right there.
Well, you know, plus bullet damage was 20.
Do you
44?
give him style points if he holds it sideways?
No, that'll hold it completely upside down.
Pinky trigger or
Yeah, pinky trigger with my perfect hair. What was the save for that?
I have no fucking memory of it.
Whatever.
don't
I'm just
have-
gonna let her take the damage.
I was about to
Fuck
say we're all mildly tired. Tired of math right now. I say we're all mildly tired, and then we have the unbridled energy source over here. Who's ready to go for 10 more hours?
Except my eye there about this close and then just
Well, you need, there is a bed.
But I don't think it's gonna happen for a while.
For a while.
Probably not for,
In a good way.
probably not for
Alright.
long.
So,
You know, about the time Guy shows up, it's gonna be about the time that I have to leave.
really,
Probably
11.
11 to midnight somewhere around there.
it's almost 11.
Maybe we should just tell off.
On the day.
Yeah.
Well,
After
because the next
food.
time we get back together is in, what, 2 weeks?
No, longer than that. It'll be another month. That's why, like, whenever I say 3 weeks ahead of time, I wish people would figure out their days a little bit.
I tried to.
Walmart needs 3-week notice.
Why
Yeah, but I mean,
why do always do
Walmart also has
Why do you do
the call-in policies that are like forever long.
I told
Whose
him to
turn is
check
it?
and try to swap with someone, get
Yeah.
his day.
Whose turn is it?
Hell, my boss just made someone swap their day for today
Yeah.
from yesterday.
hmm
She's like, "Hey, I need someone working Monday 9 to 6. Who wants it? Hey, you're off tomorrow. Don't show up. You're working Monday 9 to 6."
So,
Okay.
Able and custodian. The 3-turn thing. Well, there's 6 of us, so every 3.
Yeah, it adds up. Here
That
soon,
one's easy
all-
to drop.
here soon, they're all gonna go at one time.
Takes 4 turns to cycle.
we'll go ahead and cycle out that zeal from that one. He's close anyway.
Oh, he's taking bullet damage too.
Sure.
Passes through her and hits him.
Yep.
There's a really bad arc in that shot.
Ooh.
I'm whoop,
Okay, wanted. Recalling the bullet.
I'm just whoop,
No.
bye. Whoop.
What?
Oh, what was that?
Penny and stocking.
Daddy, I'm just
Rip.
I'm gonna duck now.
Dead motherfucker.
I'm
All right.
I don't
Uh,
know anymore. I like
I'm
stalking.
gonna duck now. Whoop. Oh,
I had-
wow.
Corbin had that freaking series for over like 2 months now.
I still don't know how much damage it is.
Yeah, he would. He seems like the type that would watch
No,
that.
he's never watched it. It was in his backpack.
How much damage?
To what?
you didn't take yours.
You didn't take
He
the
took
damage.
it.
I took damage from your attack.
Okay.
I watched you use your sword.
Oh,
Abel's gonna magic missile you.
Him?
You.
Me?
You.
Because I magic missile her.
Me?
Pretty
Me or
much.
me?
Me.
but 6 damage is indicated. I don't know.
I'm really
So that's 13 damage.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock.
I'm just gonna hit you with your katana.
And let's try it now.
Fucking
14 plus 8.
I said cucking fun.
Sauce.
I don't know.
It's not a flavor enhancer.
14
unless you
plus
know
8.
that.
14 plus 8. I'm pretty sure that is.
At 22.
So take 14 damage. And you have disadvantage on your next saving throw.
Is it 14?
You're still on the custodian, right, Caleb?
Yes.
Well, dude,
Ah,
I might be dead by next turn.
I'm at 86 health. I'm pushing up for a
About 70
while.
185.
I'm at 25.
Okay.
Okay,
Now it is
take a DC 16 strength save.
her turn. I have no idea what this is.
Just show you.
That'd be a 9.
You are engulfed. You are inside the custodian. You are
So-
blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe, and it must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution save at the start of its turn, or take 16 bludgeoning damage.
I cast Burning Hands.
I spent all my key points, not myself on fire.
So you won't escape until you get that con save.
Of what? 16, 14,
Yep.
16. Con.
What's your constitution?
+2 mod.
You can last 2 minutes without breathing.
I'm a frog.
You can last 2 minutes without breathing. Your constitution mod is how many minutes you can last. Asphyxiated.
How thick is this stuff? This slime?
It's pretty damn thick.
I think this is the game ending fight for now.
Alright, so whose turn is it? Mine?
After
Start now.
Andrea.
And then my turn.
Yep.
And I push.
Wasn't it? How big is custodian? What's that class with me?
Well, you just engulfed me, so at least one square.
I'm just saying he's about our size, maybe a little bit bigger.
he towers over a regular person.
I was gonna say, so if I enlarge him, does that expand him within the custodian?
Yes.
I'm at max HP.
Are you?
And technically, if you cast Fireball, I can evade it. Technically, I can evade it.
Yeah, but I don't think Guy could.
The guy's max HP.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I'm not gonna toast
Really?
me just to save me.
You're like,
Sorry, I like you guys, but I like me more.
if you actually do the math out
Says the road.
here,
I like you guys, but I like me more. How does that not apply?
So are we gonna, is she gonna,
figuring it out.
you just take this dude off me, just put him right here.
They're sharing space.
Where's the
Me.
box? Where's the draw box for what's
Yeah.
in the custodian?
I just put them next to you.
Here's a draw box. Just put a box for what's inside the custodian.
They're like,
Oh god.
on each other.
No. Why'd you have to bring that up? That fucking. Oh my god.
No.
That image.
What?
Oh.
Why did you say it?
I don't see it. I don't.
You don't need to see it ever in your life.
You're all right.
You poor innocent child.
I don't know.
Just stay away from the internet and things.
There's
Why?
a good gap.
Especially that
between-
comedian Jim Jeffries.
Oh God.
I would show someone a median of a dwarf, like he's an actual midget,
Yeah.
and halfway through his stage, he makes a joke that he's not Wee Man.
Hmm.
Half the people that I was showing that video thought it was Wee Man,
Looks all like in the face.
but he was telling the story about how he wasn't Wee Man and doing the whole golf joke, and a girl says that she has fucked Wee Man and knows who that is.
Uh-huh.
And so he's like, so someone just admitted
If you want to
that.
jacket. Hey, please.
I know you need that, but
Alright. So what does Andrea do?
I guess you're just gonna give it to my friend.
I don't even know.
So I have
really don't know
6,
what it's like.
no, 8
You get a turn.
key points now.
Saying it out loud then.
God, her strength is a -2.
Yep.
Jesus H Christ, why does she even have weapons? So the size just completely balances the fuck out whatever you roll because it's +2 weapons. You just balance it out against her -2 for strength.
Did we technically, since we're not axolotls anymore, shouldn't our stats go up
They did.
from our negatives?
Huh?
From whenever we were in the negatives? So this will have a negative.
I mean,
charisma.
you all got extra attribute stats before the game.
Attribute.
My charisma and intelligence is still negative.
I mean, they're not your important stats. You're a monk. You're supposed to be wisdom, strength, and calm. That's about it. Dex, if you really need it, but not really.
So how can I reverse grapple this thing?
Okay,
Am I right?
so
Triangle?
Each slot.
Well, you're immobilized right now, so
Hold on.
the only thing you can do is break the save and try to get out.
I cast Burning Hands.
I need to do force.
You can't cast it. You're immobile.
I
Can
don't
you
have
cast
to
it?
move.
It's a will.
What?
It's a will activate. It's not a
Um,
spell.
all right.
And it's a cone of 15.
I need 8d force.
What you hitting?
You can have 1.
1. That's the 6.
Okay, I got it.
I need the little triangle.
Who are you trying to bomb?
2.
Triangle. Here you go.
Are you gonna cast knives?
No. Oh, I need to do that too, don't I?
That's all we got.
So I do need to dig out the
She's gonna peel a patch off of her sash and cast a magic missile at level 5.
At who?
The big guy.
Which big guy?
Never based.
The big guy.
Never?
based. Never based.
All right.
Is it 1d4 plus 1 plus your spell mod?
Sure.
We'll call it that.
So each missile does +5.
Yep.
So 1d4 plus 6, pretty much, each one. Maybe 3 more.
I'll get one.
Get it?
Here.
Re-roll them.
Wait. I need 2 more. 1 more.
Daddy, I can
Here.
give you one.
There's Vince.
There we go.
Uh,
No, I don't want to re-roll. I like to roll
I
my
just
dice
took
at
one. I
once.
just took pink one out.
Well, fine. No, I already have a pink set. Don't get that out.
There you go.
Oh, is that what you're planning?
No. Well, playing with burning hands and just start melting yeah.
1, 2, 4.
Because it does a cone effect of straight fire.
3,
6, 10, 3.
2, 1, 1, 1,
48,
3,
49,
3,
60, 1,
4,
2,
4.
3, 5, 6,
Eight.
8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 67. 67 force damage to the nether beast.
To the never?
Is that just one missile? Please say yes.
That's one blare of missile. How many attack phases does she take per turn?
3.
No,
I
that's
No, I
zero.
get 3.
I read
you
it.
get 3. She has.
1, 2. A lot of her
Two.
stuff.
She gets 2 spell casts per second per turn.
Probably.
Her. Come play the sorcerer for us. Wow, shut that down way fast.
She tried once.
I'm not that much of a nerd.
What good?
I said you tried once. It wasn't good.
Yeah, there were a couple bitches.
Zero.
Is somebody in the bathroom?
No.
No. And then as cantrip, because she has cantrip.
Healing word on herself.
She does not have cantrip. She's full health.
She's at.
She's not at full health. She's at
Oh, she got broke out before. It hurt.
she's at 40.
40.
Pop and slug a potion. Because she hasn't done that since the game started.
Alright.
She hasn't tasted the water even once. Guess what? She's doing it now. How much health did it restore?
8.
But it was just no late.
Yeah.
But wait, is it a potion or is it jerky?
That I know that would be a bonus action. If she still has a bonus action, she pop jerky too.
But
That'd
if
be
it's the
the
potion,
water
I mean,
from
she
the,
also gets the plus bonus. To
Yeah,
saves.
that's what I was thinking. It was
the water from the church.
Yeah, if you want to pop in the jerky, that's fine. It's still the same health value, just gonna get the same.
Daddy,
Sorry,
why do you read it to us now? See it.
for reference for later. Alright, she popped the jerky and a potion.
Oh, right.
Alright, jerky and a potion.
Yeah, watch that on that salty.
All that extra healing, totally not going corrupted right now. Oh wait, we don't have to worry about that in the new bodies. Wait, I know. He knows what it means, and you know what it does too. As long as you make the attack save with the strength
Whose
roll.
turn?
Okay.
Who is after Andrea? Zayde.
Okay.
Wait, actually, it should be the Never Beast. Andrea just went.
Who's all around the never?
Everybody.
I would say no.
Except for me.
Technically, no.
Yeah, technically no.
So
There's a barrier.
that'd be Daddy.
Okay, let me rephrase that. He's
Hey,
all within
Daddy,
10
and-
feet of you.
Guy.
I'm not
Guy and Andrea,
Yeah. Technically, or, yeah.
not you, because
Well,
basically it's the
technically-
never. Yep. They will take 8 necrotic damage.
Alright, does anybody need to use the restroom before I take it over?
Looking at a small child. Do you have to go pee?
maybe.
Go pee.
You better go ahead and
Try
go.
and go be.
You'll be holding that for a very long time.
Well, I have to do a number one out back.
Maybe do you need to drop a deuce at all?
Nope. I'm good right now.
Sure.
No, you.
5 minutes after you get in there, he's gonna be like, "Oh, got poop now."
I'll be like, you go sit outside like the dogs.
Make that nice little pyramid.
See, you telling me that things
Nah, he's just ugly.
that too. Quit it!
I need a stress relief.
Well,
I'm
no.
nervous. Did you know I have to be ready by 6:30? I thought it was 7:30. I didn't calculate the time it takes to get up to Edmond.
Seems like you need to get to bed now.
I got a shower and I gotta paint my nails.
Get on it.
You
I know.
have to paint your nail.
What? Well, it feels like trash right now. So yeah.
Women things.
Yeah, I know.
Just don't even bother.
I got stuck playing Uno. I got stuck playing Uno with a group with a
She's
9-year-old, a
particular.
3-year-old,
She's on the other end. Terrible.
and their parents. After 3 games of Yu-Gi-Oh last night.
All right.
Okay,
And
So
apparently,
never did that damage.
Yeah. now,
It's gonna do its
Yu-Gi-Oh-
claws.
or Uno has more rules if you have a
that's what we
themed
do.
version of the day. Of the
Yeah.
day.
Daddy,
Scoot it a step closer to guy.
everyone would edge.
It's a little personal space now.
That's a personal fail.
I'll put it back up.
I haven't watched that. I may actually watch that.
I know that it says from I can see
16 plus 6. Is that a guy?
22.
Yes.
He'll take 12 slashing damage and he's grappled.
It's too effective. We're not exactly a strong bunch of grapple breakers. That's what we needed to do. We needed to set aside around to not around, like a day to teach each other wrestling moves. How to break a grapple.
Well, you see this thing called strength.
Just flex it off.
You have to have it.
Then it's going to teleport with guy in hand back into the room.
Is that attack of
Slunk.
opportunity?
Nope.
I'm in gold.
Wait, you can teleport?
Yep.
He's bringing
This is why Swan it. This is
whatever
why Swan
guy's
is
name
double check.
is to someone.
I just realized everybody attacking somebody except for Neverbeast. Neverbeast is not being attacked. Okay, what?
Am I Am I wrong? He's trying to drag whatever his name back to someone else.
Okay.
Whatever they request or call guys past name. Okay.
Eli.
Eli.
Andrew's king.
Okay.
Dragging Eli back to the other creature. Shovel wreck.
I mean, the other creature has you. Shovel Rex down in the basement.
Well, teleported him away from me.
Because it has a grab. He doesn't have to worry about the rest of you right now. All right. So that's never.
Okay, now it's my turn. I'd like to use the trip attack
Okay.
right after them.
To protect on what?
The first.
Unable?
Yeah, 'cause she's right in front of me.
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to attempt to knock the target down, add superiority die to the damage roll if the target is large or small, it must make a strength saving roll.
How many has he used so far? You should only have 5 for encounter.
The one that you gave him didn't, you said it didn't count, so he's only optionally used 1 for the push. He's got 4 left.
Okay.
But he doesn't have to, they're like Smite, he doesn't have to declare them until he rolls them.
Yeah.
So, roll your 20. Nope. Roll your 20. Throw it across the table. 15 plus 5, 21. 21 hit. Roll your superiority die.
Superiority, the 8 one.
And roll your damage die.
You do 10.
7. That's 11
for 11.
plus
She is
6.
You might put your D6 and your D12 up. That way you know which dice you're using.
And that would be these would be 11 damage plus 6 would be 17.
And if the target is large or small, it must make a saving throw.
She's
Strength saving
generally large, so what is she saving against?
throw. Strength saving throw against his. What is your
17.
17 is strength.
I guess his strength is 17.
I guess we're about it. I don't know if it's.
I think it's 14 plus his strength mod 3, so 17. Yeah.
She failed.
So she's down.
Prone?
Yep, it's prone. It's prone.
Stop him. Stop him.
And the damage taken,
So
How much was the damage?
11.
11
plus
plus
your
7
6.
plus 6 is 17. 17 damage.
Hand that down to her for a turn.
What?
I said, hand that down to her for a turn. The Zeals are up. The Zeal is up.
The one deal, singular. The one that's left.
Yeah, we probably could have done without this encounter.
We never did rolls for the hands. The slimy hands.
They go when custodian goes. It's his. It's a part of him.
But now he's a part of the custodian.
do you go when the custodian goes?
Yeah.
Every 3 turns?
Wait a minute, I'm gonna here.
And by you go, we mean you go. Stop it.
This is where he goes when he says the custodian. It's a custodian.
On another plane.
Cricket space. Technically it is.
Into the custodian.
It's a nebula.
This is the custodian.
You have to.
Docking.
That's who that you.
Stop saying talking. God damn it.
Inside you.
Okay.
Inside of you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You opened up your slide and you let me inside you.
Your turn.
Your
Your turn.
It's not like this is
Your
supposed
turn.
to be a G-rated
I punched the
show.
hole.
Come on now.
I punched the hole. She
What are
said,
you doing, Tyler?
The Zeal attack you failed. Well,
Vince.
Vince or
How about
guy,
maybe
whoever's
fail?
over here.
I'm back.
Not a critical fail.
Oh, okay. All right, Vince's turn is up, by the way. Or your
Alright.
first, Caleb. So, Vince.
Not an epic fail.
He's gonna shield bash.
Smash! Smash!
Wait, it's probably
20.
it.
20.
20 all together.
Almost
on
all of us.
who?
Against
Zeal.
Zeal.
Yeah, that's
Not for damage. For
6. 12.
12.
I thought his plus was +7. I haven't enlarged him yet.
No. It's only 6.
Why didn't Andrea go? She did. I did magic missile.
But you have moved her at 180.
Guy.
I have not moved her.
Come in.
Enter if you dare.
No name knocks. Come in.
Your wife locked it.
Into.
If you dare.
Came in just in time.
And him himself.
You could probably shield brother him and give him Vince too.
Yeah. You want to run Vince too?
Sure.
Hey, look,
You mildly know how
it's still on you.
Vince works better than
Yeah, better than me.
who barely knows how the monk works.
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Stuff and things.
Stuffing
Wait,
things
so-
they don't belong.
Yeah.
You talked about your fist.
Who are you?
What did we say about fist
Which
in
one
the
are you?
dark hole?
Alright, there's Vince. There's you.
This guy.
God, yeah.
Yes, you're
Oh
you're,
yeah.
Welcome back.
you're right in front of the Never Beast.
You're wrapped
There's
up with
Vince's character.
slimy.
Alright.
Right.
Hello.
He's been eaten by the I don't know. Custodian.
I didn't give you your
I
latest
know,
spell
they
slot,
did.
but the rest of your stuff was leveled, like your HP and your attributes.
I'm the little green dude.
Your ability scores.
Your tributaries have all leveled up. So.
What?
Yeah.
You got your highest level spell slot. I think you got a level 4 because you're up to level 8.
We did.
Yeah,
Maybe.
like 5 or 6.
You get one of the high ones. That's all I know.
We've been here since like 2:30.
I don't like that
That's what I
smile,
looked
that
up.
guy.
Well, I have that, like,
I've already got one 5th level spell picked
Oh.
from the last one.
As a cleric?
All right. So where are we?
What school?
Huh?
What school?
They're strong.
Is the new spell?
Yeah.
Yes, I get 2 5th level. It is.
Yeah, Daddy, you're attacking now. Should you attack now?
She's down right attack.
Actually,
Oh wow, he's got another attack phase left. Okay, that was only 2, wasn't it?
What?
Because he missed the first one, the second one hit, and then he swept her down.
Yeah, he's got one more
He's
hit.
got another hit.
Oh!
He gets another shots.
I get to.
You get to split.
It's 18, it's
That's
enough.
the one I had picked already. And now I get another one.
Then
So
I
what was your?
Just regular damage, you guys.
No.
Got them.
Did you comment on something or is that someone else?
Yep.
5 plus my 6.
No, that's
That's
on the bottom right. That's
What?
nothing.
5 plus 6.
What?
11.
11 damage.
Yep.
Enable.
Okay.
Yep.
She's brown.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That might be Corbin.
Did we do the ability score improvement?
I'll forget
You
how
got
many 20s
basically-
I got right in the
I don't
beginning.
dare touch you.
I
for
still
that
have
level up.
4 20s in the beginning. 4 20s.
You know who
You
that
need to
is?
like stirred into coffee or something.
I think
No,
might
that
be
I can
Corbin.
get on top of.
What did that say?
Oh, Dante? Yeah.
Dante 12.
What'd he say?
Yo.
Not enough white girl for that.
Currently not. I was at one point, but not anymore.
Well, when I bought them, I thought they were like the cookies you buy during the like holiday time.
Oh yeah.
The chocolate filled ones. I'm like,
Those are so good.
So he's the white girl. I'm just kidding.
The white girl of the group.
Jeez,
I'm
guys,
just
that's,
kidding.
Okay.
I like Steven Universe because I feel like I'm being represented properly.
Hey, I love that show too,
I
sir.
do too. But not for the reason everybody else likes the show.
What's the reason you like the show?
Nothing weird.
sure.
I'm just making sure.
Really, I love Steven Universe. Steven Universe is fantastic.
I like the show.
It's a
Yeah.
great show.
I like the character dynamic relations between the Crystal Guardians not being human but still protecting Earth. You know, like we don't belong here, but we're here to help everybody.
It's probably
because
sad how much that fan theory that
we're
show.
good.
Okay.
It's probably sad how much of it is probably true actually,
Yeah.
Now,
because the writers are like, "There's a lot they don't let us put
Now.
in."
Next. Who's
Yeah. That's, who is next? What's going on here?
He had that one turn.
Yeah, I had that one turn.
Um,
We just
Vincent
went
just hit, so it'd be me too. So that'd be Guy.
Zeal.
You too.
We just went-
Well, he labeled it Caleb 1, 2,
Yeah, I get it. So it's guy.
So it's my go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right in front of this thing.
they're right from their base?
You're actually grappled by that piece.
I'm grappled by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to break the
Yeah, but you tend to get your own strength rolls better than somebody else rolling for you. No,
I've got a few
What,
20s.
what do I
got
have to
beat.
beat strength line?
Let me find that out.
was like,
Oh, DC 12.
oh, right. I think the resistance to it was 15. 17.
23.
Yo, motherfucker. I'll show it to you hard.
And then I'm just gonna start with Flame Strike.
And the spell slinger begins.
Oh, flip.
We still have like
That's
2
2
more
fifth
rolls.
level spell.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
What is it, 48?
Creature in a 10-foot radius of it makes a dex save.
It's fine, you did it.
What does that have to be?
So
Then your second page.
16. No, that doesn't sound right. 15.
15?
Is it D8 or D10?
You are targeting around Never Beast, right? Or where you're putting it around Never Beast. Okay. So it failed.
How many do you need?
Yep.
At least 3 more.
Yeah, you would probably do more.
Alright. These first 4 are the fire damage.
So excited to use this spell.
These 2 6s.
Okay, so
Yeah, so 20.
20 fire
And what is it, 24?
12, 13 radiant.
So altogether, 33. 33.
I thought
I'm
that
trying
really
to.
helped.
Wait a minute.
No, the
Oh,
magic missile was,
I'm wondering what that
was
was.
like 60.
Okay, a minute.
Magic missile was 64.
Sweet.
Sweet justice.
Sweet Caroline. Robert and I have been back and forth about old tunes all freaking day. The next what?
The next Caleb goes.
The next
That'd
Caleb.
be-
That'd be Caleb.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was our question?
You gotta break the
What is
freaking.
it, 12?
You're absorbed by the custodian. How are you gonna do
That'd be a 10.
a 10? That's where
You
you're
try
at.
to break through.
Did Vincent ever go?
Yeah, he shield bashed for like 13.
10 plus what for your constitution?
Oh, con?
Yep.
1, so 11.
You're still suffocating, Brohan. You gonna try again with your. I'll allow you to use your extra attack to try again.
You would have been harder this time. 15.
16.
You got out that time. You're not suffocating to death within this blackic core of a thing. But let's say when you escape, you're prone.
Can this thing understand us?
It understands that we're trying
You're
to
a
kill it.
magic card. What?
So can this thing understand us?
The custodian?
Whatever we're fighting.
Custodian, Never Beast, and what's her name?
We're fighting the Never Beast.
You're fighting Abel, the Never, and the Never can understand you.
need to focus
Custodian.
on using your attacks for now.
Because
Just do your normal attacks because you don't have a lot of these left.
Your other spell. What that you can try to use?
Yep.
Sweet beans.
Oh, no shit. You can use precision attack.
And Abel can understand you too, but
Chooses
for actions.
she can't be affected by. Alert.
Another creature damages you. Roll one.
All right.
What has low wisdom on your team?
What?
What has low wisdom?
Why would I tell you?
I don't.
yes, please tell me.
Stare at Astrid or stare at Abel for a minute and determine her
Targeting wisdom
wisdom
is
stat.
what cleric's best.
What is it?
I said targeting wisdom and dexterity is one of the cleric's best abilities.
Yeah.
Menacing attack. On a failed wisdom save, they have fear from him. I know, right? How could you be afraid of this? Look how adorable it is.
He's like,
Maybe because of this thing.
Yeah,
Tiny
that's
Jason.
totally what it is. Good you say that, Beast. I don't want to fuck with that right now.
I'm done. I'm done.
I'm out. I'm out.
All right. Let's go.
Thank you. I'm leaving my. Oh wow.
That was just me, so.
That should be. Never
Drop
mind.
on the deck. Flop like a fish.
Should be Astrid. Astrid? Abel. Abel and the custodian.
We saved Astrid. What's wrong with you?
I don't know where my brain is going right now. I know where it's going.
Mush.
It's spiraling down.
It's going to mush, sir.
You got a phone call from your wife.
No?
No, I thought you haven't.
Oh, no, it's. Yeah, she wants me to get him back on Monday.
Just
Why did you say something? Yellow. Getting ready to get out of here by midnight. You know you don't believe me, but I explained to them already that I'll probably be getting on here before then. What? Have any of them ended before 11?
We had one that
No.
ended before too.
I've left early.
I know. So she got up.
He's on like a wire too. So he'll pass out the moment he gets home.
It's not very well.
Okay.
Probably need not to know.
Speak of the devil.
Probably.
Right? Like the moment you said it, and there was like, nee, I was- the bastard.
All right, Fox, take 12 magic missile damage to the face.
Why? I didn't down her.
Let's see. I don't want to spark your attack opportunities. So what else
Why
am I
not?
do? Because reasons, man. Reasons. Who is around, Vince? How far is?
I have a question
What's the question?
in relation to my teleportation.
Yes.
Does it swap the states of people?
The states.
States of people. Like if I pick this prone person up and put him somewhere else, is he shit prone? Or do I set him on his feet?
Or do you just throw me right on my back from where I'm standing?
I'd say they'd stay in the state where you left them.
So if I pick somebody who's grappled and swap them with somebody else, does the person I'm putting in that place take the slot of being grappled?
In essence, if
Could I
it's-
have Abel be grappled by the Never Beast by swapping her out with Guy?
the guy's not grappled currently.
Well, not anymore, but you get what I'm saying.
Ish, yeah.
And it's still tentacles wrapped around the body. This is awkward.
Lordy.
Reminds me of high school.
So if you leave tonight and we continue on, I think I'm just gonna
I'll lose my character sheet here.
okay,
It's done.
I'll break narrative and do the thing for you.
She has to.
We'll see how.
I mean, I'm just gonna be laying in bed at home, like, what's happening?
I can probably pass right
Fuck out. Just smooth head on pillow, be like, hey guys, what's happening? What's happening?
All right. Wake up. Okay. Just power drool on your phone.
I do. I wake up and it's below. I'm like,
Let's see here.
gotta wash my face.
That's what I was gonna do.
Wash your face.
Nope. Hey Caleb,
Hey Tyler.
make a DC 14 Wisdom save.
I actually have strong wisdom. I'm at it.
You met DC 14.
Yeah.
Defensively.
Challenge
6.
14.
oh, we don't do challenge defender wins?
Nope.
I made him challenge a nat 20.
You are charmed.
I can't be charmed.
What?
Damn it! Well, that was a wasted spell.
Okay, go on. After Abel, she fucked that up.
Custodian's turn. Abel and Custodian do.
That's right. All right. Anybody need the arm they
No.
animated?
No, me and her.
Move that
equal.
closer to you. Turn custodian around. Looking at Fox.
Son of a bitch. There's only so much of me left.
I'm standing there. Just. I'm straight there.
I'm about to teleport across the room and be like, fucking heal me now.
I mean, he's over here just smashing the random minion and only minion.
How does a 14 do on you?
That doesn't touch me.
Okay, then how about
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. When,
How about a 17?
Where did it say what number?
that meets it?
Where did it say
Like
what number?
beats
you
it
need?
or it's over?
My AC is 17.
Okay, that's a challenge.
Where is it? What does it say? Where is it? How much it is?
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, well, the one chance I had.
What
Take
does
20
it say?
slashing damage and you're
What
grappled.
does it say?
I choose to half the damage, but I'll still take the grapple.
Okay.
Where does it say?
Because that's dropping me down to 7.
What does it say where they need to
Howard?
hit for you?
Did he move closer or did he actually grapple him from 10 feet?
What number does it? What does it
There's a
say? What
toss-up
number they
between
have to
them.
roll for them to be able to hit you?
Your defense, buddy. This little shield.
To reach at 10 feet.
Okay.
The arm, though,
You can find
since
where-
you are prone, grabbed you. So take 20 damage.
Try to sneak some beef through. You don't know a lot of travel.
You're grappled unless.
Nobody attacking me.
Not right now, no. He's focusing on somebody else.
Yeah, roll a DC 14. Okay, you didn't get grappled.
Flop.
We'll say it like picked you up and you got out of it.
You,
You're-
stop it. That's
so
it.
you're on your feet. Okay, who's after that?
After the Caleb and the I am.
All right, Fox, you gonna break that grapple?
I don't know.
So I got
What's the
labeled from
DC
1,
check?
2, 3 to the now.
15 strength check. What?
Nope.
Oh, 14 strength check. Sorry.
Still nope.
That was a 7.
Can I try again?
I mean, extra attack. I'll allow it.
Definitely nope.
He's retiring.
Last
life.
action. I'm about to retire all these fucking dice into a fucking fire. 17. A break free, and that's everything I can do.
You can do your movement to get the fuck away.
I have a bonus action left.
You can run the vents.
Paladin!
10,
Save me!
20, 25. Bonus action, nom some jerky. Because that's 8 HP.
I'm gonna go push their illusion right in the face.
Do it.
Your saving throw jerky.
Bonus action jerky.
Okay, so
Who's after that?
this one. Yeah,
Gotta restart.
So it's over to Andrew again.
All right. What's she gonna do? Or is she dead? No, she's not dead.
Not dead in this
There's
one.
nothing wrong. She's at 48 health right now.
We didn't leave her behind.
Oh no, she was kind of behind me at that point. I
Well,
guess
she died in the first encounter.
Yeah,
She's
you
just
watched
back
that
out.
Let's not.
Alright,
Let's
you
not make
want
light
me
of
to
this.
leave her? When I carried her off,
Yeah.
We don't know how.
she was behind me, and he pushed me, and that dumped her into the church.
Mm.
It's one of those special like pools